everybody, and welcome back to Crime in Sports.
Yay!
Oh, yay indeed, Jimmy. Yay indeed. My name is James Pietragallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmie Whisman.
Thank you so much for joining us today on another crazy edition of Crime in Sports. This one has potential to be a classic right here, guys.
Right.
Telling you, this is a crazy story. I don't know how, this is one of those where you'd figure you'd have heard all of this before. Like, oh man, this must be a big famous story. And it's not. Like, it's not even, it's wild how crazy this is. So we'll get into all of that and more. It's, remember like a Lewis Billups where you're like, I don't know anything about that. Then you hear a story, you're like, holy shit, he did a lot of bad stuff. The hell's going on here? It's one of those kind of deals. We'll head into all of that. Before we do, though, head over to shutupandgivememurder.com.
Oh.
Get your merchandise. Get your tickets for live shows, for sure. We have a full slate of live shows for Small Town Murder. One Your Stupid Opinions live show. Also, that is in Phoenix on March 21st. So get in there, get your tickets for all that stuff, starting out with Nashville on February 21st. So
Gonna be great.
Have some fun with us. That'll be a good time. Definitely listen to the other shows that we do, Small Town Murder and Your Stupid Opinions on top of that. And then get yourself Patreon.
Please do.
Do yourself a favor. Get yourself Patreon. Patreon.com/crime in sports, just like the name of this show, is where you get all the bonus material. Anybody $5 a month or above, you're going to get hundreds of bonus episodes you've never heard before immediately upon subscription. And then you get new ones every other week. One Crime in Sports, one Small Town Murder. You get it all, everybody. So definitely do that. And then in addition to all of that, you also get everything we put out. Crime in Sports, Your Stupid Opinion, Small Town Murder, all ad-free with your Patreon. Which is pretty good stuff, ad-free, and you get a shout-out at the end of the show.
Absolutely.
You can't beat it. Patreon.com/crime in sports. That is the best thing you could possibly do to support the show. Now, that said, let's get into this right away because we have so much here. I don't know if we can get through this in one part.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if we can get through it in one part. It's a guy you've never heard of, and we don't know if we can get through it in one part, which is insane. Here we go. Wayne Simmons. You know who Wayne Simmons is? No. And he played in the NFL.
Oh.
For years.
Really?
For 6 years during the 90s when you were paying attention as much as you ever have.
Play for the Jets or something?
Nope.
Oh,
Teams you would have watched, especially one team that you definitely would have watched because they play the Broncos twice a year. So
really?
You definitely know who he is. We'll get into it here. Wayne General Simmons is his name.
Middle name General?
His mineral name is General, yes.
I studied mineral.
His mineral name.
Yeah.
Yes, Wayne General Simmons.
Fascinating.
And his nickname, Big Money.
Sure.
Big Money, everybody calls him.
So he's
Such
a lineman?
Big Money, we've never heard of him before. He's a linebacker, actually.
Okay.
Born December 15th, 1969. He is from South Carolina, Hilton Head, South Carolina, to be exact.
Beautiful.
Nice area there, which lends to what we were talking about before the game. Think they're going to let some guy from South Carolina control the outcome of the game for billionaires? Fuck no.
Not happening.
Not happening. So he played quite a bit and didn't quite live up to his hype. We'll talk all about this here. His grandmother, and we'll talk about his whole family here. His mother's name is Dorothy, and his father is a military guy who left soon after he was born. And then he tried
Named
to come
him
back.
General and dipped out?
Dipped out. General.
Nice.
At least he had, he had some goal set out for his son. He didn't name him like Corporal, which was good. He could have went lower on it.
I've met a guy whose real name is Coach.
His real name is Coach?
Real name was Coach.
Wow.
Imagine looking at a baby and going, Coach.
Hey, Coach.
Yeah.
No.
Hate it.
Hate
that so much.
Imagine looking at a baby and saying Wayne.
Yeah.
That would be just
very common.
Very tiny baby.
A lot of people have done that.
Hey, he looks like a Wayne to me. You're like, what?
A
baby?
A shitload.
Wayne?
A shitload more times than Coach.
Than Coach, for sure. And even that's weird. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
We let that shit go. We don't even think about that. That's what's crazy. We've accepted it. He also grows up around his grandmother, Mamie, a lot. And he has siblings, Leon and Deborah, as well here.
Wow, does not sound like a family from Hilton Head. Hilton Head's like the Hamptons of the South, And
Was it always? Was it in
as
1969?
far as I know, it's that's a great point too.
That's when he
I
was
don't know
born.
how long back. As far as I've ever known it, it has.
People probably still didn't wear shoes down there in 1969. Never mind his fucking.
It's
Because half the state still fucking doesn't wear shoes. Watch fucking On Patrol, where they have multiple departments in South Carolina. That place is a fucking disaster. There's like 2 nice towns, and that rest of that state is a fucking cesspool.
even
horrible.
Hilton Head. It seems like people work
Cracking
their
guns.
asses off, and they're like, I just don't want to wear shoes.
No, that's
There's
If you're not-
the part of the state that can't afford them, and the other one that are
Yeah.
just like, I wish I couldn't afford these.
not. I wish I couldn't afford these. I like being in the sand. If you're at a
These are a
resort without
hindrance.
shoes, it's different than if you have no shoes and you're going, ow, these thistles hurt. That's different.
Yeah, the amount of toes you see in South Carolina is crazy.
It's insanity. Gross. So let's go back to January 15th, 1993. There's an article about Wayne here, because 1993 is going into the NFL, as we'll talk about. So they're doing a little article on him, and they say in this article, you could say Simmons's young life was shaped by a stretch of road between Hilton Head and his home in Low Bottom. Yeah,
What is that?
He's probably born at the hospital in Hilton Head.
Yep,
not-
and then went back to
Yeah.
Low Bottom.
You hear that all the time. People are born in Manhattan, but they're raised in the Bronx. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing. Low Bottom is a tiny community not much bigger than a neighborhood, hidden from view of the commuters and tourists making their way between the island and the county seat of Beaufort.
Not
So,
on accident.
in other words, no shoes. This is shoeless territory here. Drive US 278 off Hilton Head past Moss Creek. Moss Creek?
Yikes.
Yeah, and that sounds like some shit from Dukes of Hazzard. They're going to jump the Moss Creek so Enos can't catch them. And Rose Hill Plantations to McGarvey's Corner and just hang a right. This is the funny farm directions.
McGarvey's Corner.
Hang a right where the old Henderson barn used to be and go about 3/4 of a mile up the railroad tracks. That's what we're talking about here. Just before a sign that reads Jasper County, a small road peels off to the right. This sounds lovely, huh? The Simmons house, the one he and his mother occupied during Simmons' teenage years at Hilton Head High School, is down the road. From high school to home, it was about 22 miles. It's a long way from your high school.
22 miles
Yeah, that's
to get to school.
40 round trip is a lot. 45 miles round trip is
Is
That's
that
a
a
lot.
bus? Does the bus come get you, or you gotta hoof it?
Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe then you'd really want shoes at that point. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that's the Wow.
His mother, Dorothy, said when Wayne was growing up and I gave him $1, he thought he was the richest man in the world. So that's where we're coming from. By the way, Dorothy will be a front runner for the Golden Gilretha Award this year. By the way, she loves her son even when she has no business being loved. So they say Simmons felt rich in more ways than one when he was young. He says this. You know what? Let's give him it in their own words right off the bat. I think he's going to need it.
Have the mic.
Let's let him have the mic and set the stage for us here. In their own words, quote, "Pretty much my early life, I didn't even know anything about poverty or anything of the sort." He said, "We were happy, you know. I had my mom. And that's all I wanted." That's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's all he wanted.
That's what defined money to him.
Yep. He was just had my mom, didn't know anything about poverty. And a lot of kids that grow up poor, if everybody's poor, they don't know they're poor.
Right. Yeah.
You know, well, that back then you wouldn't. Now you would because you have Instagram. So you'd go,
Well,
wow,
yeah,
I'm insanely, even if you do well, you say, I'm insanely poor now. Because I don't have a yacht.
Yeah. But
This is-
probably back then too, in Low Bottom, I can't imagine anybody's got anything. So
That's the point.
You just have no
And
you have
didn't
no
really,
reference.
No, you didn't see the outside world other than like
Yeah.
TV, which was pretend. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you didn't know.
Everybody's only got their mom here.
That's it. That's how it works. So anyway, Dorothy, it says Dorothy knows the road from Low Bottom to Hilton Head even better than her son, having driven it to work 7 days a week from 1978 to 1988. She still drives that road, but now the early morning drive begins in Hardyville, where she and Wayne moved to a tiny but comfortable house during his senior year in high school. With her son on the brink of earning more money than she's ever dreamed of, little has changed since the days Simmons attended high school. Dorothy works 7 days a week at this point still.
That's crazy.
On Mondays and Tuesdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., you can see her working the register at the, quote, Starvin' Marvin convenience store on the island's south end.
Yeah.
The old Starvin' Marvin store. Wednesday through Sunday, she cleans locker rooms at the Harbor Town Golf Links Clubhouse. Lovely.
Oh, God, Jesus.
Oh, that's rough. As a member of the Sea Pines Company housing staff, she has like 3 jobs, basically.
Yeah.
Wayne said, this is a strange thing to say. This sentence is really weird for 2 different reasons. Okay. Quote, Dorothy is probably my best friend.
You mean my mom?
My mom, number 1,
Yeah.
you called your mom Dorothy, and number 2, your mom's your best friend?
Uh-oh.
That's strange.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to be close to your mom, but shouldn't be your best friend as your
Yeah,
21-year-old guy. It's kind of weird.
People that their mom's their best friend. I don't know. Maybe
That's nice.
maybe I admire it. I can't tell. Maybe I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems strange.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm a very quiet person. I don't hardly tell anything. I keep things in. If I really say something or ask something, or someone's opinion on something, I'd probably ask Dorothy."
Really?
So, yeah, if he needs an opinion, he's going to ask his mom. Which, I mean, I guess he trusts his mom. That's all.
Yeah.
Dorothy said she doesn't let friendship get in the way of some stern mothering, though.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. His old English teacher said Wayne has a supportive mother. If he did get into an incident at school or made a bad test grade, she would have, I guess she would be contacted, and she would always come and
Gather him up there.
She was always caring about, what he was doing in class. Dorothy said she knew she had to do that to keep her son in line. Mm-hmm. Dorothy said, I had to go to school one time to get him back in because he got kicked out of school in middle school.
Oh.
Wayne said a teacher had cussed him. When I got to the school, it was a whole different story. Wayne had cussed the teacher.
Yeah.
That sounds more fucking apt here. Yeah. I told them, with Wayne listening, listen, I work too hard and I work too many damn hours to come get my son out of school. Next time Wayne gets in trouble, call the sheriff. She basically said, if he does something that's criminal, call the sheriff. Otherwise, leave me the fuck out of it. If you can't deal with a kid cursing in 7th grade, you're not a very good school, are you, probably? That's what I get out of it anyway.
I got a shift to work.
Yeah, I work too goddamn hard to say my son said shit, so I got to drive 22 fucking miles over here to come hear about it. I don't need this.
7 days a week, you guys.
Yeah.
I go to work more than he goes to school.
You guys have summers off. Eat my dick. So, Simmons has a half-sister. That's Deborah. Mm-hmm. And she's older and works as a waitress at this point at Carmine's Seafood and Steak Restaurant. And his half-brother, Leon, who's also older, he's 27 at this point. Yeah. So they're all pretty much older than him. It was an independent contractor and house painter at this point. So these are working people. And Wayne's going to go to the NFL, so it's pretty exciting. Wayne said that both, had moved out when he was a teenager, and Dorothy said that Wayne's father took off when Wayne was about 2.5 years old.
Ooh.
Dorothy said, Wayne grew up real fast. It was just like the two of us against the world. That's not great. This isn't great. That's why it's mom's best friend here. Yeah. The best friend. Now, Dorothy recalled the day she said Wayne became a man.
The day? Wait.
The
she was
day
there?
Yes, she was in the corner. It was like that old Chappelle sketch with R. Kelly going, that's there's my son. There's Robert, always peeing on people. That's
or the Mad Real World with
either
Charlie
one.
Murphy in the corner.
Yeah, whacking it with his eyes glowing. With his fucking eyes glowing.
It's the most genius part of that sketch is getting him with the night vision and the glowing eyes.
They said that is not what they expected to get out of it at all. That was the funniest part. I remember watching that back in the day with the commentary, and they're like, yo, this was the fucking best accident ever. We just were hoping we'd see the movement, and we see his fucking eyes glowing. We all, we couldn't even edit it. We were on the floor laughing at his eyes.
Like a demon.
Like a fucking demon, staring and jerking it. So, the day Wayne became a man, Dorothy had a little pennant. Come on, Wayne.
Yeah. Go, Wayne, go.
It said balls deep on it with an exclamation point, and she was waving it back and forth.
Yeah.
This was the same day his father returned home with the idea of just picking up where he left off. He just showed up.
Really?
Wayne's 14. Dude left when he was 2.5, and he just tried to show up and be like, well, I'm moving back in. But Wayne, even at 14, was about 6'2", 240. He's a big guy. So, yeah, it's interesting. His coach at Hilton Head, Bob Arundel, described him as a man-child at 13 from chopping wood to heat the Simmons rural home, because he was always chopping wood, apparently.
Yeah.
Dorothy said, Wayne told his father, you weren't here when we needed you, so you might as well leave now because we don't need you now.
My man, that's what I said to my dad.
It works. You weren't fucking a child, though. You
no,
were 13.
I was 28.
Yeah. It's fine to have the gumption to gather that up when you're almost 30, for Christ's sake, but this is an 8th grader. It's different.
I was a father, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
That's what I'm coming around for.
Yeah. This kid was like, ooh, I got a pube today. Like, he was, yeah.
Yeah.
He was jacked. Not that it was easy for you to do that either.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is now his mother was from Low Bottom the whole way. She's born and raised there.
She grew up there, huh?
She grew up there. And Dorothy, when she had him, after she had him, she said she was determined to get her high school degree after that. So
her what?
Her high school degree. Degree okay. Is the way she put it. Yeah. By the way,
all right.
High school degree. She enrolled at the Beaufort Technical College. Okay. Now the Technical College of the Low Country, which sounds like you'll learn all the best technology there, right? She actually, I think, was in secretarial sciences. Which high school degree. Technical College of the Low Country, and secretarial sciences. The euphemisms here are out of control. They're out of fucking control. Did an advertising fucking executive put this together? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, way to make high school sound so professional.
Right?
I took dialing this week.
Oh, well then. Did you?
I took telephone dialing.
Ooh, you know what? It wasn't as exciting as last week's hold course. That was amazing. that was eye-opening and enlightening. Hold on line 3. So during this time, she and the kids, her older kids, lived with her mother, and obviously her older kids and Wayne lived with her mother, Mamie. She said it was hard raising a family and going to school, but it was something I was determined to do. She managed to do this for a little more than a year, but she said, I stopped school when Wayne was almost 1. Financially, I couldn't continue. So, so she started working full-time at that point. At a cafe in Harbortown in 1972. Yeah. In 1975, this is wild. They moved to Yuma, Arizona. The whole crew.
What?
The kids, the mom, maybe everybody
from Hilton Head,
from Low Bottom.
What was?
Stop conflating these two places.
I mean, it's probably a lateral move.
It's like from the South Bronx or from Midtown Manhattan. No, the South Bronx. Yeah, from Midtown Manhattan. No, they're not the same thing. Different places.
From Low Bottom to Yuma is about
which
the
is
same.
A lateral.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's just an entirely different climate, but it's the exact same everything else.
Oh, God. Gee, it's disgusting. Yuma's a horrible place.
It's a different climate, the exact same misery.
Misery, yeah. At least South Carolina is like within driving distance of other places. Yuma, if you live in Yuma, you're in fucking Yuma, period. Yeah. There is nowhere else to go.
It's 4 hours. Is it 3 hours still to the coast, where
Yeah.
San Diego is.
3
And
hours back to
you
Phoenix.
can't do
or
that.
2.5. No, back to Phoenix.
Can't live that way.
You can go to Mexico. That's the place to travel to. It's really not great. But they returned to Low Bottom in 1978.
Couldn't make it in Yuma.
Probably
Couldn't
just
make it
hated
work.
It's
Yeah.
also 120 fucking degrees. Yuma is hell on earth. It's
It
hell on earth.
really
It's
is.
awful.
People,
It is.
people don't know how bad that place is.
No. And if anybody defends Yuma, they have brain damage.
How dare you?
How dare you? It is disgusting. So she took a job with the Sea Pines janitorial service in 1979 and at convenience stores, a lot of times working 3 jobs at a time. So they said that the house, Grandma's house on Bailey's Road, just down the street from where Wayne grew up. So she had lived there since 1952, raising all her kids in this house, by the way, that didn't have indoor plumbing until 1979, Jimmy. Indoor plumbing.
My God.
Plumbing.
You'd
When
think with this kind of upbringing, you'd just be grateful
Dude,
for anything.
he was potty trained outdoors.
Yes.
Think about that.
Yeah. You want to go outside? Gotta go potty?
You got to ask a kid. You got to go? You want to go outside? You want to go for a walk? And then they go, huh? And this is crazy.
Oh, boy.
You train a child the same way
Yeah.
you train a puppy in the 70s? That's fucked up.
Gotta go potty?
Shit is out of control in this fucking place right away.
Wow.
So Young, the grandmother, at this point, she was a great-grandmother during this article, still worked at the Hilton Head Resort.
Holy.
Where she prepares cold salads for the guests. She's she does like she's a food prep person, does salads and desserts and shit. She's done that for years now. Now Simmons here, Wayne, back to old Wayne General here, which sounds like a hospital. He attended the Chelsea Community Center, which was now the fire station in Low Bottom. Yeah. And that's where he would go as a kid to, I don't know, fuck around and do things here.
Enjoy himself.
Yeah. Then they got their own house, which was across the street and a short distance down the road from Grandma's house, like we talked about here. That's the house. They have a tin roof and heated by a wood stove. That's the heat, wood stove.
Boy.
And so that's when Simmons was a little bit different here. Wayne said this: I went to McCracken Middle School, and kids came there, some from Hilton Head, and it was a society difference right there. You could see it. It was not to the point where they were prejudiced. It was just to the point where they were, quote, better, so to speak. That's what they thought.
Yeah, the financial disparity is already very ever-present.
Yeah. If there's a school with rich kids and poor kids, as a lot of schools have,
they show
you
up,
know the difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know the fucking difference here. So he, though, at that point saw his own house, because before that he just thought that's what everybody had.
Yeah.
A shit house like this. But then, where you shit outside. But by the time this came around, he said, now he realized it was fucked up. He said it was very small and old. It wasn't to the point where it was worn down. It was to the point where it was a framework.
It wasn't worn down. It was broken.
Yeah, it never was enough to be worn down. Worn down is the base state of this place. Is what he's. Yeah, that's a lot.
Wear and tear is worn down. This doesn't even have anything to wear and tear.
Totally. Even as a kid, he was expected to keep the wood for the stove stocked.
Really?
Expected to chop the wood. He chopped wood from age 10 all the way up until he went off to college here.
Yeah.
He said, I had to cut wood all the time. That's my chores right there. That's what I did. It was just cut wood, and after I was finished, go down the road and play basketball.
Yeah.
So he said that helped him build a lot of arm and hand strength as a child.
Yeah.
When he's 10 to 13, he's way stronger than the other kids because he's chopping wood all the time, which
chasing chickens and punching sides of beef.
Exactly. Yeah, and grease lightning is what he's trying to be. So in his senior year in high school, his sister Deborah told him where his father was, and he thought his father was dead.
Yeah.
Someone told him his father was dead, but his father lived 2 counties away.
He's a 10-minute ride away?
Yeah, right there. It's 2 counties. That could be a long distance, but still, I mean, driving distance, not,
In the South, those
you can
counties
drive
are
anywhere.
couple of blocks sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
He said, but his dad had giant arms, and he saw that's where he got his big, his size from. He said, quote, he had long hair. He was part Indian, and he had those big arms, just like mine.
Yeah.
So he said he felt no need to see him again after that. Just didn't feel anything for him.
Yeah.
So he's had the opportunity twice, and he said, no, thank you. Both times.
Both times,
Not interested. He said he had a father that he thought of, and that was a guy named Tom Gardo, that was the guy he thought of as a father figure, who had been tutoring Wayne in a program for young athletes. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. This Tom Gardo was a Hilton Head advertising and public relations executive and Vietnam veteran.
Oh.
So, yeah. He said, I had big hands, big arms, I guess by cutting wood. I did develop some kind of strength. I'm not a muscular kind of guy. I'm pretty good in the weight room, but I'm not the strongest. Okay. He seems like one of those guys who's just a big, naturally strong guy. Yeah. Big country strong, as they used to call it, from chopping wood and being bales of hay and all that shit. So, yeah, he said that he thought that he felt that he needed to always work hard. He wanted to get a job in high school, a paying job, so he said he could help with his mom and all that kind of stuff. Because Dorothy's always working. She's a maid. She's a clerk in convenience stores, like we talked about. His grandmother, Mamie, who he calls G, by the way. Dorothy and G are his friends there. He said he knew that his father was gone, and he said that he didn't care about that. He's thinking of his mother's jobs and recalling the smell of clean sheets and the sound of the cash register at the open pantry or the Starvin' Marvin's market. So that's what he said. His mom taught him his work ethic. But he's also a fuck up.
Really?
As a lot of kids are.
Sure.
You know? Yeah. He had a lot of mischief. His older brother Leon had some legal problems. Also, he said his experience helped me to see trouble coming, though. So he's like, so I won't get in trouble. He said that his 7th grade English teacher, again, remembers him at age 12, meaning Wayne, quote, behind verbally and not very motivated in the classroom. At that age, he never felt he would go to college. No one around him had.
Right.
Yeah, and that's people don't realize that if they've are from families where people go to college and it's expected of you. Yeah. If nobody went to college, you don't even understand how it works. I didn't even know how you applied for it. I had no idea. No clue.
It was not a thing. It was not going to happen.
No, I didn't even know where you got the papers. I had no idea.
I didn't know.
No clue.
The expectations. That's an expectation in people's lives sometimes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like our kids.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't with us. Yeah, that's all it ever was. Is you don't have just till the 12th grade, then you got to tack another 4 onto that.
Yeah, 12th grade, 12th grade. Who cares?
Yeah.
You're not even close to done. The hardest part is still up.
Yeah, where with us it was, just some abstract thing that other people did. Yeah, never thought that how to do that.
I impressed the motherfuck out of my grandfather when I graduated high school. And that was enough. He was like, what?
I'm sure my grandparents would have been impressed too if I actually did it, but they weren't. Coming from another country, they would have been, hey, look at that. It's a good for you, huh?
Nice job.
They don't know that that's fucking basic and menial.
Oh, it's so easy.
So his thinking changed after that. He said he remembered coming home from school one day and his mother was crying. She said that she didn't have anything for him and she couldn't provide enough. And he said here she was working all the time, too hard. Right then I knew I had to help to change and find a direction. I had to help and I had to change. So he went to work. He washed dishes. He would rake his neighbors' yards or wherever. He would clean cars at the Arnold Palmer Ford.
What?
Over there, Arnold Palmer Ford dealership.
Does he have Ford dealerships? Is it him?
He did then.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah, around in a golfing community, I assume so. I think, isn't that course his?
I don't know.
Probably. Who knows? I'm sure.
I don't. Anyway. If it's not, it should be.
I'm sure there's a bar on the 8th hole named after him or something. It doesn't matter. So he dreamed about one day owning a Lincoln Town car as he
That's the one he wants, huh?
washed the Lincoln Town cars. He said, I worked a lot of odd jobs at the bottom of the heap, and I was treated like hell. The only way I could see out was going to college, becoming successful. Me and my mom went to a bank to get a loan one day, and the bank turned her down. I wanted to become a banker, so when someone like Dorothy Simmons came in for a loan, she'll get it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to
Very
change this
noble.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he decided that school was the way he could get out of this. That was it. He was, because from 12 he was working, and I think when you get a job when you're 12, 13, you realize, oh, this is a long time. I don't want to do this for 75 fucking years. This is hard. When it's menial, you know, like, you could never stop doing this. You got to do this forever.
There's no money coming in. You're like, oh boy, I'm going to have to work 6
lot.
weeks to pay for next week's food.
This is fucked up. Yeah, no shit. So he'd get rides from home to restaurants where he'd wash dishes. He said 12, 13, 14, those 3 years right there, I worked as a dishwasher. I tell you, I think that's at the bottom of the labor force right there. I was treated like garbage, and I couldn't do anything about it. That is yes, that is. That's where
Now he's getting it.
like immigrants from Ecuador start there when they work their way up in the kitchen to a chef or something. That's where you start, is washing dishes. And they'll hire a 12-year-old to do it because I wash dishes too. It happens.
All it takes is an arm that moves.
Yeah, that's it. Pick this up, do that, and fucking put it over there. That's pretty easy.
There's
You can do
3
that.
tanks. Dip it in all 3 of them.
That's it. He said, so I decided I wanted to do something. That's about the same time when I went to McCracken and saw the society differences. And I was working. I wanted to get down to wear good clothes. I wanted to get to wear good clothes and everything, and I was still down there, quote unquote, is the way he put it. So, and Dorothy said it pained her to see her son at 12 going to work every day and coming home and chopping wood and shit at night.
That's not easy.
Yep. She'd get up at 4 or 5 a.m. for the commute to Hilton Head and be back at 6 p.m. to cook dinner for her and Wayne. And then one day it was too much. You know, we'll do another in their own words. We're going to give Wayne too, because he's going to try to pull our heartstrings right here. So
all right.
when he's pulling heartstrings, we got to have the piano music in the background. So in their own words, quote, I remember coming home after shooting ball. I came in the house and Dorothy was sitting on the sofa. The cat was by her, and she was crying. So I closed the door and dropped the basketball and said, "What's wrong? What's happened?" And she said she didn't say anything for about 10 minutes. So I was sitting there saying, "What's wrong?" And she said, "Wayne, look at this place. I don't have anything at all for you." That's when I made a commitment to myself and also to her that we would make a change together.
Okay.
There we go. And that sets the table for him deciding, I'm a big kid. I should play football.
Wow.
That's where this is at.
So, I don't want to frame anybody in a terrible light, but that felt manipulative, didn't it?
Yeah.
I've tried so hard, I can't do it. Would you get out there and make some goddamn money?
Please, somebody help.
I can't give anything to you. Give something to me.
And that's that's either that or you have to be at the absolute end of your rope.
Yeah.
That's all I can imagine. Whether you're at low bottom. I was going to say rock bottom, but we'll call it. You're at low bottom and you're just like, listen, I don't even know anymore because
I'm out of ideas.
That's the shit you go do in your closet privately away from your children.
You don't let the children see that.
No. You sit there and you go in there and you cry and you come out and you go, everything's great, kids.
While you're pouring a real tall glass of wine.
Yeah, well, you don't have any wine.
Or whatever it is.
Saltines and peanut butter tonight, kids. That's dinner. Sorry. Hey, it's going to be a fun night. We're going to make sandwiches.
Little ones.
Little tiny sandwiches. It sucks, man. That's
yeah,
a
it
shit
does.
time.
It's not easy, man. And I've done it. Fuck, I think we've all done it.
So I think we've all gone in the closet and cried.
Yeah.
So Simmons had always been a good athlete, and he's kind of big for his age. He's a man-child type of thing, so that gets you a big kind of, you're ahead of the game when it comes to
a boost for sure, yeah.
His first love is basketball. Okay. So basketball right away is the kind of the first sport he was really, really into.
Yeah.
And that's where people saw him and thought that he could play ball, and he was good. His high school football coach said he had a desire to play and played with real heart. He had a football player's mentality. He enjoyed the reckless abandon. He had speed and a work ethic that he really liked to compete.
Huh.
So, yeah, that's good. That's what you want from a kid. They said he wasn't a real vocal team leader, but more of a lead by example type of guy. In 8th grade, he was disciplined for missing several games. For several games he was disciplined for missing practice and swearing.
Oh,
not on a football field. My God.
I mean, even when I was in high school, and he was born much earlier than I was. The coach yelled and swore,
cursed at you. Yeah. The coach cursed at you more than anybody else. That's crazy. They said he wasn't a goof off, but he was kind of bordered on jackass territory here.
Yeah.
Between 8th and 10th grade, though, that's when it clicked, and that's when his mom's crying and all that kind of shit, and that's when he started realizing that football could go places. And when you're in high school, too, you start seeing like, oh, that guy on that other team we played against got a scholarship to fucking here, and you're like, oh, shit, I did okay against that guy. He got a scholarship.
Yeah, and I've still got time to I'm here for 2 more years, and he's a senior.
Yeah, and they said he talks with his coaches and other people. That Tom Gardo guy that was helping him with the youth sports thing, they had something to do with it. They were telling him, "Look, you could be something. You can do something. You don't have to go to low bottom every day." You know what I mean?
Imagine low bottom.
And this is after football practice. A lot of the players didn't have rides home.
Yeah.
So the coach would fill up the pickup truck bed of his Ford and just drop these kids off on the way home.
Really?
Climb in, everybody. Yeah.
It's illegal now, isn't it?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not in South Carolina.
Maybe not.
It is. It kind of goes by state, and a lot of these people where there's a lot of farming, because they tried to do that. They tried to make that law in Arizona.
Oh,
and they couldn't make it because they said you're allowed to sit in the back of a pickup truck in Arizona.
I just mean a teacher taking children anywhere. You have to have a permission slip almost for that all the time.
Probably.
Now.
But back then, they didn't have rides.
Yeah.
So one by one, they would all, fucking be let off, and Simmons lived the farthest away. So he got to talk to the coach a little more. Yeah. He said, this is his coach, "One of the things I remember the most was that in his sophomore year and junior year, Wayne didn't really believe colleges would be interested in him. I talked to him about it on rides home. His mom would meet him at Handy Dan's where I'd let him out." Handy Dan's
and Starvin' Marvin's.
Does everything have to have a rhyming scheme down here to survive? He always had a full load of books. His mom made an impression on him. A lot of kids would hop out and have all their football gear and no school books. He had the books, and you could tell that he was using them. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of this, he said, was due to the Gardo guy. That's the guy with the youth football or youth sports thing. Gardo owned a public relations joint around there, and he began tutoring Simmons in English during his sophomore year at the football coach's request.
Okay.
So his coach said between his sophomore year and his junior year, I thought Simmons had a lot of potential, but he needed a male role model, someone besides his coach to tell him what to do and prepare him to go to school.
Okay.
So the other guy, the Gardo guy, would talk to the kids before the games, and he said that he's really good at talking and relating with kids. And he said Gardo became more than a tutor of school subjects. He was kind of teaching him this is what you need to do for life and shit like that. Chuck Reedy, who went on to be the Baylor University head football coach,
thought I knew that name,
was the offensive coordinator at Clemson, and he recruited Simmons.
Oh.
And visited him at high school and spent time with him and his mom, sat there at their low-bottom home and hung out at the kitchen table. And just like, every movie you've ever seen with recruiting where the coach comes over and gets right out there on the couch and acts like he's real comfortable even though he lives
tell you what you're going to do at this school,
He lives in a 4,000-square-foot house, and he comes down there in a fancy car, and he's like, "Let me tell you how comfortable I am eating your chili."
Sitting down for a big dollop of the family recipe of potato salad. And I'm down homesy. This tastes just like my grandma's.
Whatever's in that crock pot, I'm eating it. I'll tell you that right now. Don't even care.
Choke it back with a smile.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So he said that he spent time with him, time with his mom. He said, I gathered that it was a very caring situation of the relationship with Wayne and his mother. He said it was just the two of them. They looked out for each other. The thing I respected was that he just wanted his degree, to get his degree and take care of his mom.
Right.
Through the years, he said they built a personal relationship. They were close after the rides home from practice. And then Gardo, guided Simmons through the world of recruiting and all that kind of shit. So basically, he even mentored him through college as well, this Gardo guy. Gardo said, I love him as a person. That's a funny thing to say, just to be able to care deeply for someone who's not part of your family. I've worked with other kids and have enjoyed them, but this was another step. So he really took an interest in him. In high school, Simmons would visit, his friends on weekends on Hilton Head, but he would always bring his books with him. He and the other kids, like Hilton Head quarterback Tom Singleton, would go to Gardo's office, and they'd use his conference room to study on Saturdays.
Really?
So he would commute to study.
Yeah.
Which shows it's more than I ever did in high school, I'll tell you that right now.
I didn't go anywhere to study.
No.
I didn't
wouldn't study at home.
Yeah.
No. So Gardo said, I liked his honesty and his sense of humor. He's been a gift to me. I've been a gift to him.
Okay.
So this is from Wayne. He said, I fly off the handle. When I was younger, I used to fly off the handle just like that, get mad over things I couldn't control. It takes time. I'll always remember this quote that I've seen back in Mr. Gardo's office. Quote, good judgment comes from experience. Experience comes from bad judgment. I think I'm going to have to apply this to controlling my temper.
It's actually a pretty good quote.
It is. It's not bad.
It's confusing a little bit, but
it is. But if
you got to fuck up to get education. That's what it is.
It seems like you have to know that shit already to understand that phrase. While you're in the midst of it, I don't know if you would get what that means, but once you're past that, you go, oh yeah, I get that.
You don't realize you're gaining intelligence while you're fucking up.
Exactly, but you are. Everything is. Dorothy then said, I have a temper. Wayne has one. I can control mine because I'm a little older. Wayne's going to have to learn to control his. He holds everything in. When things get a bit too much for him, he strikes back. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but maybe Wayne sees it as the right thing to do. And he said, we're going to have to do something. The long road is behind us. We've struggled too long to get where we are now to have it all go down the drain.
Right.
So here we go. Here is something from this. He's so sweet, as we know. So sweet. So when he's 20 years old, June 25th, 1989, he's just been recruited by Clemson, and he's about to go play for Clemson.
Yeah.
So this is the summer. They do the summer workouts and all that shit. He's arrested.
Uh-oh.
This day on June 25th, 1989.
Shoplifting, yeah?
No. Hey, kids like a Jameis Winston with the crab legs. Yes, it's stupid.
Yeah.
But also, you should have been paying him anyway, like they do now. So shut the fuck up at the same time.
Yeah.
So I don't really care, but that doesn't really show me like a 20-year-old kid doing some dumb shit like that. That's almost a prank. Like that doesn't show me.
Was it Cam Newton that may or may not have stolen a laptop?
Yeah, he also had other things. Jameis Winston wasn't just the crab legs. He had other issues.
No. He was doing other things.
I'm just saying, if it was just the crab legs, like it's kind of I don't know, he's a jerk off, slap him on the wrist, tell him not to do that shit again.
Yeah.
But this is different. He's arrested and incarcerated for assault and battery.
Incarcerated, yeah.
Assault and battery, and you go, oh, he's out with some guy is talking some shit. Maybe some guy slapped his girlfriend's ass. Oh, no, he hit a girl.
He hit a woman?
He hit a woman.
Why? Do we know?
Well, we do. Quote, because she was ignoring him.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Well, now that makes perfect sense.
Hey, I'm talking to you, bitch.
Now it seems perfectly reasonable. It seemed crazy at first, right?
Yeah, maybe it was too loud and she couldn't hear him, so he had to get her attention.
Wow. She was ignoring me. Oh, well, by all means. You only hit her once? That's
Sometimes, yeah.
Jesus, you're like 240 pounds. You got to lay a couple more shots in on her, I think, before you really do anything. Wow.
Was this in public?
I don't know, in public somewhere. After the victim's mother learned of the incident, she drove her daughter over to Simmons' house to find out why he hit her.
What?
I think that's pretty irrelevant at this point.
I think that's the police's job.
Yeah, well, apparently Simmons had another chance here. That's why her mother was like, she can get mouthy. I'm going to go over there and make sure that's what the problem was. So once they got over there, this is his chance to try to quell the situation.
Yeah, fix it, yeah.
And instead, quote, according to the police report, Simmons began to curse them and ordered them to leave his yard and at the same time shoved the victim with his hands. He doubled down.
God. Yeah.
He said, bitch, get out of my yard with your fucking stank-ass mom.
Oh, my God. Bring your mama over here.
Wow. That is, I don't even know what to say about that. That's not good. That's not great. That doesn't show great character, I would say.
No.
I would hope his mom would drive from Low Bottom over there and beat the shit out of him for that. But I feel like Dorothy would defend him possibly.
He's already on the team in college?
Yeah, he's there for his freshman year already. Yeah. And they just go, no problem. Yeah. You're still on the team. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Clemson in 1989, they go 10-2.
Dang.
Which sounds pretty good. They're 12th in the final AP poll, which isn't terrible. I'm trying to look at who they have who went to the NFL. Terry Allen, the running back, Doug Thomas, Chris Gardocki, Levon Kirkland. Oh, there we go. He was a badass. Dexter Davis, Jerome Henderson. Those are the only NFL guys. Clemson was not the powerhouse they became in the
only lost 2 games this year regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. That's impressive, but they were still they weren't like a national powerhouse like they became later when just all those SEC teams became, everything. So this year, he plays in 11 games this year.
Wow.
And he has 1 interception, and that's all we know about his stats. He has an interception. Okay. He's playing linebacker. That's what he's got. March 28th, 1990. He's a little frustrated, let's just say here. This is fun. The title or the headline in the Greenville News is Tiger in Need of a Break.
A Clemson Tiger.
Clemson Tiger. From the article here, Wayne Simmons, the Clemson Tigers' gifted sophomore outside linebacker, had thought about spending spring break in Bermuda with friends.
Thought about it.
But then it said, wow, that's expensive. But after 3 largely frustrating weeks of spring practice, Simmons decided to go home to Hilton Head Island, there to be with his family and to clear his head. He said, I'm not doing things well right now. Just not doing a good job. Yeah. He said, right now, I'm in a learning stage. I'm trying to think and do things right. I'm really having a tough time out there. They said, never one to hide his feelings, Simmons said the transition to a different style of defense under the new head coach has sapped his confidence.
Oh.
And that's tough. If you get recruited somewhere, you're recruited by the coach. The coach is everything. They come to your house, they sit there, they eat your crock pot, they do all that
part
shit.
Of this, yeah.
If he leaves after your freshman year,
next guy coming in may not give a fuck. Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They want their own guys. And at the same time, the whole system changes. And, if
you
you're a 30-year-old.
You can't give me the same team and expect me to have the same result or better results.
Well, and if their system changes, if you're a 30-year-old NFL player and you're a professional, your job is to go home, learn the playbook, deal with the change in the system, and that's what you do.
Sure.
If you're a college kid, that takes way more.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's difficult. So Simmons said what has happened is that last year I could go on my first instinct. If I made a mistake, then, hey, somebody behind me would back me up, would cover for me. Right now, if I make a mistake, I could jeopardize the whole play, so I've got a lot more pressure on my hands.
Yes.
Well, they put you in a position of more responsibility. Mm-hmm. He said, this is a more structured defense. We have a lot more assignments, which means I'm going to have to concentrate more than ever. I'm learning something new every day, but to be honest, it's my confidence level. It's not too high right now. Okay. Well, this sounds like a more NFL defense is what this sounds like a more pro style of defense rather than just
aggressive
attack,
Yeah.
So they said confidence was never a problem for Simmons in his freshman season. As a reserve, Simmons wrote his name on the marquee early in the season, intercepting a pass and returning it 73 yards for a touchdown.
Wow.
In a victory over Florida State, which that was a huge deal back. Florida State's a big rival, too. From that point, Simmons continued to blossom, and by the end of the season, he had a team-high 10 tackles for a loss, 6 passes broken up, 2 caused fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries, and 5.5 sacks.
Wow.
So that's a hell of a freshman season.
Certainly, yeah.
Especially in that good of a division there. You know, there's a lot of good teams you're playing. They said for that kind of work, Simmons was named the best redshirt freshman outside linebacker in the country by the Sporting News.
1 interception.
1 for 70. Yeah, but the sacks, the tackles for a loss, it's not just the interception. Right. For someone so fast, 4.5 in the 40, which is especially for, 1990, a linebacker running a 4.5 is a big goddamn deal.
Yeah, receivers are running the best ones are running that, and
Jerry Rice ran a 4.6.
Right, if you can run them down at linebacker, you're doing all right.
The best receiver of all time ran like a 4.6. So what does that tell you? They said that it's unlikely that Simmons' confidence will stay in the Valley for long. Simmons thinks his springtime anxiety will disappear in late August when the Tigers began preparing for their Long Beach State opening game on September 1st. He said, I understood the old system. I knew what was going on. I had confidence. Right now, I only know what I'm supposed to do. I'm learning. So, yeah, let's see what happens here. August 22nd, 1990, Simmons set to cash in. That's the headline. So Wayne Simmons says some people have told him that he has what it takes to play in the NFL, but Simmons isn't banking on other people's opinions.
Yeah,
the outside linebacker said Sunday that he wants to keep his career options open. And one of the options he's pursuing is banking. Yeah, that's going to happen. Yeah, you're going to be a banker, not a fucking linebacker. Jesus Christ. And so that's what he wants to do. He's working toward a degree in financial management.
Yeah.
He said, a lot of people say I've got the potential to get to the next level. If the NFL teams, want me, that's fine. He said, but he learned a valuable lesson a few months ago when he sat in a room on NFL draft day with Clemson defensive tackle Otis Moore, who was eagerly awaiting a call. He noted that Moore anticipated being selected in the 4th round, but didn't get drafted till the 10th round.
God dang.
Which, by the way, everybody doesn't exist now.
Right.
He's a free agent signee at this point.
How many are they now?
Seven.
His motivation to be a banker is suspect, too, though, because all he wants to do is give money away. Be Oprah, because the bank is going to tell. There's reasons the banks don't.
You don't get to approve loans for nice poor ladies that you want to help. That's not how it works. There's a certain.
You can't change credit scores, man.
There's probably a set of guidelines of what has to be reached to be able to do that. So he said it almost drove him crazy waiting for that call. I don't want to go through that. So you don't want to play in the NFL because you're scared you're going to look stupid waiting to get drafted?
I don't want to be Aaron Rodgers.
A fucking idiot. Yeah, Jesus. It's not like that guy had the cameras in his face. He just sat there being upset. Imagine being fucking Aaron Rodgers back in the day and having them. And there's been multiple guys like that.
They're the only ones. Yeah.
He's just the most famous because at one point they were saying he was going to be number 1 pick overall. That was why.
Not even close.
Yeah. So they said Simmons is a sophomore eligibility-wise because he redshirted as a freshman. He said he's on schedule to graduate in 4 years and intends to graduate in 1992, regardless of how it may affect his NFL draft position.
Okay.
He said there are 2 types of football players. There are fellas who come here to play football, and there are fellas who come here to learn and associate with people and not just play football. The latter type are trying to set a foundation for their lives.
He said latter, huh?
He said the latter type.
Nice.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yep. He's considering, he considers himself in that category of just trying to be a more well-rounded person and play football.
Yeah.
The latter type, exactly. He said Dorothy is the motivating force behind his strong will to succeed.
Yeah.
He said, I don't have anything. I'm poor. All I have is my mother, but that's a lot. Me and my mother, we've gone through a lot of hard times together.
He's still saying it.
He said that she has focused him. He said, I used to mess around in high school and get into trouble sometimes, but she told me she wanted me to make something out of myself. She cried about it, and that really touched me. How many times was she crying?
Honest to Christ.
She's crying a lot.
She cries a whole lot.
Wow. She works hard. I told her that I'm going to take care of her. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to do it. I want to make it so she doesn't have to work anymore, so she can do what she wants, go where she wants to go. Okay.
Okay. I mean, sure, but I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it.
I'm telling you, I'll get it done, goddammit.
I'll figure it.
His new outside linebackers coach, a guy named Roger Hinshaw, said that he learned quickly that Simmons is something special. When the coach announced his resignation from the team last season, Simmons and a lot of the other players were shocked and upset. Yeah, that's like, you just told me you're going to be here, guide me to the NFL and all this shit, and now you just quit. Yeah. However, Hinshaw said it didn't take Simmons too long to accept the new coaches. He said, life is such that people progress at different levels. Wayne is a very smart young man. He's got book smarts and he's got street smarts. He's going to succeed in life. Let's put that quote.
Mark that.
Put that quote on a fucking marquee. He's going to succeed in life so much so that in 30-something years, 2 jackass comedians are going to be making fun of what a fuck-up he is. And people are going to listen because it's fun.
He's going to make something of himself, goddammit.
Wow. He said he's picked up where he left off in spring practice. He's got a tremendous desire to excel. Mm-hmm. Simmons said that he was a little disgruntled when his coach left at first because, quote, or with the new coach at first, because he said he was nitpicking at me, getting on me for every little thing. But I understand him now. I know where he's coming from. He wants me to do better.
Right.
Yeah. He said, coaches don't always understand me right away. He said, I don't say a whole lot to coaches, but when I'm around the guys, I'm tricking. I'm Wayne Simmons.
Okay.
Huh?
He's tricking, James.
He's tricking.
He's
when
really
I'm around
tricking.
the guys, I'm tricking. I'm Wayne Simmons.
All right.
Great. I meant I know the tricking part, the I'm Wayne Simmons part at the end. Okay. What does that mean?
Yeah. And they know that.
They got it. The coach attributed any misunderstanding between he and Simmons to the type of terminology he uses, which may be different than the terminology used by the former coaching staff. He said the only thing new for the players is learning new words. The words may be different, but the style of play being coached by the staff is pretty much the same. He said, we knock the crap out of him and go get the ball, and Wayne does that real well. It fits in with his personality. Okay.
We just do things real rudimentary
just
around
knock
here.
the crap out of them.
We just knock the crap out of people and go get the ball.
That works. That seems to work. That's a basic thing. See that? Knock the crap out of them and take the ball. Okay.
But if it's the same thing as last year, then why'd we lose?
Well, you see, it worked really well with this young man from the Cajun country who was very obsessed with water. We told him what to do.
Hated
and it
Gatorade.
worked out well.
And Gatorade. Passion.
He hated Gatorade, boy, I'll tell you what. So Simmons said Coach Hatfield plays the same kind of football that Coach Ford did. He said that members of Hatfield's staff take a more hands-on approach to coaching. The new coaches are more apt to give advice, which Simmons says he has mixed feelings about.
Oh?
He said, everybody thinks he's the Bible-toting Hatfield, but he's a Lucifer in disguise. The man wants to win football games. He's on a mission.
What does that mean?
He said that about his coach. I don't know what that means exactly. He comes across as real nice guy, I guess, but when he gets in there, he's saying crush him and kill him and we're going to rack him. Yeah, we're going to rack him up. He said, Simmons said Coach Ford's practices were rated as the toughest practices in the nation by one of the sports magazines. Ford pushed you. He tried to find out if you were a man, if you could play football. With Ford, you had to do something, or you had to do everything, even if you were hurting. Hatfield, he asks you to do it, and if you don't want to do it, you get out. With Hatfield, if you don't want to be out there, then you don't have to come. Everybody that's out here wants to work. That helps create a good attitude. Mm-hmm. Well, it also shows you who your players are.
Toughest ever, huh? Even tougher than Cush?
Apparently. Well, at the Nation at the time. Cush wasn't coaching at the time. Yeah. He had already been drummed out of the coaching fucking ranks.
Damn near murdering people.
For doing crazy shit like that. Yeah. That's the other thing. They said he's played behind John Johnson and Levon Kirkland, who are both preseason all ACC selections, because Clemson's in the ACC at that point. Simmons ranked 6th on the team with tackles, best among Clemson's second-team players, tied for the team lead in tackles for losses. He had a great fucking a great career. That interception against Florida State was against quarterback Peter Tom Willis, who, I don't know if you remember him in the NFL, had a very brief run, was drafted by the Bears. He wore number 2, I want to say, a single-digit number, or maybe 3. But he was terrible, an absolute disaster, like most Florida State quarterbacks are.
Yeah.
I don't know what system they were running out down there that didn't translate to the
Who have they
NFL.
had that's been successful?
That's what I mean. At quarterback,
Yeah.
very few people. I mean, their best quarterback played point guard for the Knicks for a long time. Put it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Won the Heisman
Yeah.
and played point guard.
Yeah.
They're like Florida regular. The Gators quarterbacks are the same
Where was
thing.
Testaverde from? Was he
Miami.
there?
I was just going to say Miami
Yeah.
had Testaverde, Vinny
Yeah.
Kozar, or Bernie Kosar, Vinny Testaverde, all these guys. That's an NFL system.
Yeah.
That's why Jimmy Johnson was a successful NFL coach, and
Yeah.
no one from fucking Steve Spurrier from Florida was a shit NFL coach. See how that works?
Fascinating.
College system, pro system.
Yeah.
So the Sporting News selected Simmons as the best redshirt outside linebacker in the nation in 1990, but Simmons said he could have done better last season.
Oh.
He said, I know I can play ball, and I haven't played the way I know I can yet. In high school, my mentality was different. But here, I'm still in the shadows. I'm looking forward to the day where I'm the number one person to force the issue. Yeah, if you go from the big man on campus and the star of the team to your third string behind these two guys.
It's tough stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same mentality. They said, pointing at Simmons, who was busy signing autographs and cajoling fans during Clemson's annual photo day Sunday afternoon, Hinshaw remarked, wrapped up in that body is one of the best pure athletes on the team.
Ew.
Simmons, I know, wrapped up in that body.
Don't say that.
It's just gross.
Don't say that about a child, man. I mean, he's a man, but
Yeah,
no.
still. Yeah, you're in charge of him. It's creepy. Simmons has a 35-inch vertical jump, tied for third best on the team, and has been clocked on the 40-yard dash at 4.5, ranking him among the top 10 on the team. Mm-hmm. Simmons gained a reputation for being one of Clemson's most vocal players last season, but he said he doesn't think he's ready to accept a leadership role on the team. And, oh, by the way, too, the 40 times people have now and people had then, they're the same speed. People now train for the 40. Just to run. Like Tony Mandrich was the first guy who trained for the combine. To train for, and he got drafted in the first round real high and was a big bust because none of that translates to football.
All he gave a shit about was those qualifier times.
Because that's where your money comes in.
Yeah.
And ever since the late 90s, they had all those, Arizona as the ground zero of all these training centers, these elite training centers where they literally go and train for the combine.
Yeah.
So that's why everybody's numbers are so much better now than they were then. The guys were like drinking beer the night before back then. Now they're literally doing nothing but training for specific exercises for months before it happens.
I know a punter in college. He graduates this year, and he is right now, while we're doing this show, working with a coach to get the best punt that he can to show off to these teams. That's all he gives a fuck about. Is
I guess I don't think your 40 time matters much as a punter, probably.
No. I don't think anything except for that coffin kick matters.
I would fucking hope not.
Yeah.
He says he wants to be a leader. He says, I'm still wild. I don't want to have all that burden of being a leader on my shoulders. Sometimes I'm quiet. Sometimes I'm a talker. I'm kind of lead by example. So he's like, I don't know if I'm ready yet. Okay. He said, sometimes I have a freshman asking me what they should do. They ask me about certain situations, and I try to tell them how I'd play it. They tell me, I like the way you play. I want to be like you. I want them to have that kind of incentive that I do, but I just tell them to be themselves and have the right attitude.
Yeah, so he's like a comedian coach.
Yeah, he's trying
just be the best you.
Just
get out there and have
yourself
fun.
out there. Yeah. And then don't come back to me when you eat dicks trying to do that, by the way.
Don't ask me why that didn't work.
Because that's what you tell open micers when they come to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, listen, back in the day, we're opening
fuck
for people.
would I know?
It's like, hey, I'm making $50. Figure it out yourself. You know what I mean? But they're looking at that $50 as like, holy shit, there's a fucking canyon between me and that $50, so they want your help.
Yeah, but I don't need you getting any better and taking this $50 out of my kids' mouths,
that's
you motherfucker.
Other thing. That's the other thing. I just think that's all you tell people. You go, I don't know, try to be yourself more.
Yeah.
Also, funnier.
Yeah.
Funnier is what I
make people laugh. I don't know.
Well, sometimes I go, well, how much do you write?
Yeah.
We're like, well, I got this joke. I got new jokes. Like, no.
How much?
How much
often?
time do you spend a day looking
Every
at your
day.
shit?
Yeah.
And they go, well, I mean, when I have an idea, I go, well, that's why you suck.
That's it.
Because you don't write.
You're not sitting around.
Yeah.
You're not
I'm sitting around figuring my jokes out.
You're not fleshing out a terrible joke.
No.
Knowing that there's something funny in it.
Yeah, you know all those notebooks I have? There's a bunch of shit in there. That's
all
why
garbage.
That's why someone's paying me and not you. Because I'm fucking working on it. You're not. So 1990 Clemson Tigers, 10-2 again, 9th in the final AP poll. This year, again, same, not a ton. Derek Witherspoon, Larry Ryan, some other NFL guys, but no real big NFL stars here besides, some of these guys. But LaVon Kirkland, obviously. Yeah. This year, he plays in 11 games again, has 1 interception.
Okay.
So he's got that. The bowl game is on January 2nd, 1991. Mm-hmm. And it is Clemson versus Illinois.
Oh.
In this bowl. And it says, Simmons plays sparingly. 87 Hilton Head graduate Wayne Simmons played sparingly in the bowl game, contributing mostly on special teams. He was credited with 2 unassisted tackles. That's from the Hilton Head Island paper. Yeah. July 23rd, 1991, or I'm sorry, June 23rd, 1991. So almost a year to the day after his last incident.
Yeah.
Here. According to a Clemson University police report, Wayne was cited for assault and battery. This is crazy. After allegedly struck a man from behind who was the Domino's pizza delivery man.
He punched. Why?
He attacked the Domino's pizza guy from behind. It gets worse, by the way.
Suckered the pizza man.
Sucker punched the pizza man, who was named Gao Xing, Xing.
Yeah.
Who was a foreign student attending Clemson, working part-time delivering pizzas. So I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say he's probably from where? China? Xing sounds like. We'll say somewhere in Asia.
Don't look at me. I'm not
Something
getting in
tells
trouble.
me. In trouble for what? We don't fucking know. I think Gao Xing is Asian. No?
It's certainly. Yeah, probably.
What are we doing right now? Gao Xing is fucking Asian, period.
Yeah,
there is no...
Yeah. Sounds like
probably. It is. God damn it. You know any fucking guys from fucking France named Gao Xing? No.
I don't put it past white people is my point.
How'd they get Xing as their last name?
I don't know. You can name anybody anything.
Asian.
Yeah, probably. So he's an exchange student that's just delivering pizzas.
Yeah,
and why would he be attacking this person?
Well, my point is, I'm thinking an Asian foreign exchange student is probably not 6'2", 245 pounds.
It's a little guy.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, all right.
Asians small.
Yeah.
Much
smaller than the starting linebacker
for the football team.
Yeah,
that's all I'm getting at. So he was anyway. I guess he had to have his rights. He had to have his rights to safety and other freedoms explained to him by the police. He thought just if someone beats you up, they beat you up, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, because that's just what happens sometimes.
That you're not allowed to just punch people for no reason.
Holy.
So again. Asian, we're going to say. Yeah. He's from an Asian country where anything fucking goes.
Yeah,
probably Cambodian or something.
The Yakuza got me. I was slipping.
I don't know. Wow. So he declined to press charges against Simmons, probably because he was terrified.
Because he didn't know.
And he didn't know. And the press charge, he doesn't know what that is. He's also probably. So he's a foreigner.
That means I've got to go see him again? I don't want to do that.
Yeah, let's just
I've already had a bad experience with him.
Besides, this pizza's 28 minutes we're going on. They said 30 minutes or less on the commercial. So, guys,
and I'm going to pick up $6 for this.
Yeah, $6. That's all it costs. I'm going to get like a 40-cent tip, so I got to go get that. 1991 Clemson Tigers here, 9-2-1 this year.
We don't know why he attacked him?
No idea. He
just attacked a guy.
He decided to punch a tiny exchange student who was delivering pizzas from behind.
And no charges, so it doesn't matter why
charges,
he did it.
No.
Wow.
Just according to the Clemson police report.
Yeah.
So 91 Clemson are 18th in the final poll, so not quite the same, season. That tie fucks him up pretty good there. Now, this year though, he does pretty well. He starts 6 games, plays in 12. which is good here. Looks like he had tackles, 36 tackles.
Wow.
Solo tackles, apparently, assisted tackles, so 49 of those. Mm-hmm. He had 6 sacks for 45 yards and losses.
Wow.
I mean, besides the number of actual sacks, which is actually no, he's got more sacks than LaVon Kirkland does.
And he's averaging almost 8 yards per sack. That's incredible.
Yeah. Kirkland's 5.5 sacks for 35 yards. So I mean, besides the number of tackles, because Kirkland plays more, he's does well. He's got all the stats match up for him.
Yeah.
92 Clemson, not very good at all. 5 and 6.
Yeesh.
That's bad stuff right there. 5 and 6. This year, not even close to the same squad as they had last year. And I don't know if that's a quarterbacking problem or what, but they had Patrick Sapp, who played in the NFL, it says. I don't remember him at all. But all of their quarterbacks here, I see 3 quarterbacks listed, and they have a grand total of 4 touchdowns between them.
Ooh.
That is horrifying.
Not even one apiece.
No. One has 3, one has 1, and one has none.
Yep.
That's how they, oh, wow, that is brutal, man. September 4th, 1992. Here we go. He is a Butkus Award candidate.
Oh.
That is the best linebacker in the country candidate here. They're saying he's up for the award. The Butkus Award, created in '85 and named after Dick Butkus, obviously, the legendary Bears linebacker.
The best linebacker with the even better name.
Yeah, fucking great.
Awesome
great
name.
Man, you got to, and you think about it, you got to be a tough guy if you're Butkus. That's
I dare
how you
to fuck
tough.
with that man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he became tough. He had to growing up. So he and his teammate Ashley Shepard, also an outside linebacker. Well, you can't get any more opposite from Dick Butkus than Ashley Shepard.
I don't know. Ashley's a pretty tough guy usually too, though.
No, Ashley Shepard sounds like an interior design TikToker.
Or a guy that...
No, a woman, like a 40-year-old. Ashley Shepard Designs.
Yeah. Ashley Shepard, Channel 4 News.
Channel 4 News. Ashley Shepard bringing you this weekend's weather. It sounds
Welcome
way more...
to Cooking with Ashley Shepard.
Yeah, definitely not. You wouldn't say, hey, I'm Dick Butkus. Let me tell you this weekend's weather or what curtains to put up.
He would say, I'm Dick Butkus. Here with the Dick Butkus winner, Ashley Shepard.
Ashley Shepard, yeah.
She's tough as shit.
He said, wait a second, they're giving my award to a guy named Ashley? Are we sure this is a guy?
Yeah.
So they were named to the preliminary list of 49 linebackers in the nation considered candidates. The list will be pared down to 10 semifinalists. So that's what's going on here. Now, September 22nd, 1992. That's September 4th.
Yeah.
September 22nd, this is from the Island Packet, which is the Hilton Head Island newspaper. Hilton Head High graduate denies assault charges is the headline.
Oh.
Clemson starting linebacker Wayne Simmons was arraigned Monday on a charge of simple assault and battery after allegedly hitting a woman with a hat.
He can't keep his hands nor his hat to himself.
No, I thought it said bat at first, and I was like, Jesus, that's not simple assault and battery.
He beat a woman with a hat.
With a hat? How big of a hat are we talking about? Because like a 10-gallon, you could do some damage, but if it's like a baseball cap, I don't know how much you could really.
One of those hard straw hats will hurt.
Oh, they'll hurt. Yeah, that's true. He's a graduate there. He was released on $248 personal recognizance bond. And charged with hitting a female student with a cap near the University Union at about 11:30 p.m., according to the arrest warrant. What the fuck? His coach, Hatfield, said, I'm disappointed that situations between young adults are not always handled in a way that's mutually beneficial to both parties. What the fuck does that mean? Mutually beneficial.
All right. I don't know.
Did he hit a girl or not? What are we talking about?
What's beneficial to her in this situation?
Yeah, how would that work, to not be hit by anything?
Yeah.
He said Wayne has stated that he did not do what he has alleged to have done, and he will be presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Sure. He will have an opportunity to present his side of the situation at a future date. The Office of Student Development routinely reviews the details of such alleged incidents to determine what, if any, administrative and disciplinary action should be taken. but those decisions are confidential.
Sure.
So here's the real story of what happened.
Oh, boy.
That's the newspaper. Here's from a book. There's a bunch in here every once in a while from a book called Pros and Cons. Mm-hmm. And it's really an interesting book. It's just about criminal NFL players. And a lot of them are like under the radar shit. Like Lewis Billups was in there.
Yeah.
And
how did we not call this show that?
Pros and Cons? Because it's cheesy.
I mean, I guess because it's, and if somebody
no
did
one would
this
know.
in 1970 something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And also, when we started this, we were looking for...
Right on the nose.
We were looking for crime and sports to be in the title, so it would be easily searchable.
Sure, yeah.
So we were actually trying to get people to listen to it. And then some other crappy show called Pros and Cons tried to imitate us after that.
Yeah.
And they were like 10-minute shows where like there was a mic in the middle of the room and he was like outside yelling some stuff.
Outside the room?
Yeah, it sounded terrible, and I think it lasted like 5 shows.
Yeah.
So on September 17th, 1992, he was arrested for charges of assault and battery after striking a fellow student at Clemson. According to the police report, the student was approached on campus by Simmons, who was with a group of 15 of his football teammates. That sounds terrifying for you.
That's a mob.
That is a rape mob at that point.
That is a gang of large men.
If I see that and I'm a woman, I'm going to the other side of the street.
I'm getting in my car and starting it and leaving.
Yeah. Jesus. Quote, Wayne Simmons was in the middle of the group pointing at me and moving his hand as if he was acting out a person sucking a penis. Mm-hmm. We know that motion.
Yep.
She said in her police statement that, quote, he had his hand in a circular fashion around his mouth, moving it back and forth away and closer to his mouth, as if we needed a real...
Say again now?
Hold on. Now he's miming dick sucking back and forth,
like in a fist motion, right?
So like he's grabbing a dick. Okay, all right. This makes sense. He continued doing this and laughing with the rest of his friends. Right. The student alleged that when she confronted Simmons about his conduct, he then took off his hat. He took his hat off, and his football friends started holding him as he was going to hit me. He's going to hit me because I said don't make blowjob fucking things at me?
Yeah.
Wow, he does not like to not be told what not to do. From school till now, you better love everything he's doing or he's going to react to that shit. Mm-hmm. He then took his hat off, or he then took his hat and smacked me in the face with it.
Okay.
Then one of Wayne's friends said that I better leave before I get hurt. Jesus.
Right.
How can 15 guys... not knock him the fuck out for doing that?
Yeah,
if
who doesn't go,
15
dude,
of my
what
friends,
the fuck?
You touch a girl, we're all going to beat the shit out of you. What is going on? These football teams are they're a fucking mob.
They're just a bunch of yes men. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're a bunch of ass kissers, and he's up for an award, and he's fucking important, so they're all going to kiss
takes his hat off like Bugs Bunny with the glove? Like, what is that?
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm going to fight you.
You're right.
Get the fuck out of here. So she told authorities that as she walked away, I heard Wayne yelling, "You sucked his dick, dick sucker." I heard him yell this continuously until I walked out of the door.
Oh, my.
This was indoors he did this too, which makes it worse. October 28th, 1992. Yeah. This is from the newspaper. Clemens Simmons to miss game after second assault charge.
Why can he not keep his hands to himself?
He can't. This is fucked up, man. He's been suspended for a game after being charged with assault and battery for the second time in less than 2 months. Uh-huh. He's arrested Monday in the wake of an alleged altercation Saturday night with an employee of an area night spot, the school said. So he's out at the club fucking around. Simmons allegedly grabbed a bar employee, Eric Scholl, after he brushed up against Simmons and hit him in the head.
Oh, boy.
He's that asshole.
Yeah.
You accidentally brush up against him and he punches you.
In a crowded nightclub.
In a crowded nightclub and he punches you.
Right.
This is the worst guy in the area.
That's the only place ever that I guess football, any sporting event you probably got to touch. But you have to touch people because you're behind them. You have to tap them. The polite way of doing that is so hard to decipher based on this person's not even looking at me. So and the people that get offended by that,
it's ridiculous.
Don't go to these places, you fucking lunatic.
And you know what? Usually because I was a bouncer for years,
Yeah.
the what deciphers what the difference is between
Yeah.
you bumped into me and I'll kill you.
How many drinks you've had?
My drink spilled.
Yeah. Yeah.
My drink spilled.
Yeah.
If you hit my arm a little, my drink
Yeah.
spilled. Now
Right.
we're fighting.
Yeah. Whether or
If
not
you just bump me a little and my drink's fine, we're okay.
Yeah. Whether or not I've bumped you enough to change the level of your cup.
Yeah. To knock a quarter ounce of Chivas from your glass. Fuck you. So, apparently he hit him in the head, according to the police report. Simmons had to be pulled away from him and away from the scene by his teammates. He's so out of control, he doesn't even know to leave. Scholl, the bartender or whatever, was treated and released from a local hospital. Simmons is the third Clemson player to be arrested in the last week.
He had to go to the hospital about it.
And the second to face criminal charges after an alleged incident at the Underground, which was this club. So this is twice in a week players have gotten arrested here.
Clemson players.
I don't know. If you're the coach, you say, no one's allowed to go to the Underground. If you're caught there, you're fucking suspended. How's that?
And what year is this? 80 what?
This is 93.
93? I mean, I guess it's not as
92,
obvious
October
at this point.
92.
It's not as obvious at this point that somebody's got some decision-making problems already.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, this is
the area of the brain that's rapid response is not firing correctly.
That's all that's firing is rapid response.
Right. Yeah.
That's it.
Right. But the rapid response that makes the right decision is all miswired already.
That judgment where you go, 1 second here.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that.
That image that you have in your head that plays out in a split second where you're like, I'll split this motherfucker, and then you go, I can't do that.
Well, hold on a minute. Consequences. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Go to jail.
And then my kids are going to be mad at me, and I can't go to schools anymore.
None of that. Yep. He has
all that's
none
out the
of
window.
That. Yep. He was released on a $500 personal recognizance bond shortly after his arrest. Mm-hmm. Wow. So this is wild. This is after he hit the girl with the hat.
Yeah.
Simmons is requesting a jury trial for this.
Is that right? You want
jury
12
trial.
people to hear this story?
Yeah, he is wacky, man. In suspending Simmons, Hatfield said that he was, quote, trying to get Wayne's attention. Hey, stupid. Yeah. And either way, this incident just cost you a shitload of money, asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is the type of shit, especially in the 90s, that makes teams go from picking you 15th overall to the fucking 5th round.
Absolutely.
Which means guaranteed millions of dollars or not even guaranteed to make the roster.
Work your ass off to get on the team.
That's the fucking difference. Yeah, the coach said, I think Wayne's got to get his life together and learn how to respond rapidly. Yeah. Rapid response. Yeah. Like you said, in certain situations in a more appropriate manner than what he has. He said, I talked to him yesterday and told him how disappointed I was that this occurred. I told him this is not good for us, not good for the team, not good for Clemson, not good for you.
For you. Right.
See, this is what I don't get why a coach at this point, nowadays it's harder because there's way more money involved, but I don't get why a coach at this point, including the players getting paid, doesn't say, hey, asshole.
Yeah.
You are not playing for the next 3 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You think anyone's going to get arrested again?
Right.
Nope.
No, not going to happen.
Ain't going to happen again. Yeah. I don't get it. Just because they don't want to lose a game. That's
right. Because it's his job.
That's the
point. if he sits this guy and they lose those 3 games, now the fucking alum, they're all going to be pissed at him.
Yeah. You can't tell a coach at the same time your job is to win the most football games and the biggest football games and
keep these children in line.
Shape these young people into men. Those are separate jobs.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. That's why the schools should be doing this and not the coach. The school should say, well, you are suspended, period. It should be all the schools that way. Yeah.
Make these young men with successful people's egos behave properly in public and win all the games. They're two different things.
It's tough.
It's
tough. Yeah, but you can't have your guys going around like some kind of fucking mob, beating up bartenders and women. You can't have that. It's unacceptable. And it's different. If he got in a fight with another big guy at a nightclub and shit happens.
Yeah.
I get that. I would be way less, coming down on someone for that. But if you hit a girl, that's an unforced error. Sure. You don't need to do that. Right. If you hit some bartender or some guy who brushed up against you, unforced error. Sorry.
Absolutely.
What'd he do? Try to finger your girlfriend on the dance floor? No? Well, then why are you fighting him? I don't get it.
Punched him to the need of a hospital. That's a healthy punch.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. So this is in addition to a freshman running back who was charged with assault and battery stemming from an incident where he's accused of exchanging blows with an employee at the Underground again. And then the last week, a junior linebacker named Thad Ridgely was charged with assault after an argument over a parking space.
Yeah. It sounds like the employees of the Underground do not like Clemson players coming here.
They come in and act like assholes,
And they fight you about it.
Yeah. So he is accused of shouting at two women for taking a space he wanted at a school apartment complex and then punching their car windows.
Wow.
Oh, my God. The coach said the arrests are not an outgrowth of Clemson's disappointing season. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
He said the arrests also aren't an indication that his team is out of control. He said nothing has broken down. I don't think we've lost control in any form or fashion. No?
What?
You're under 500 and you've gotten 3 players arrested in a week. I think you're on the way to getting fired.
Frustration is certainly there, and it might be all you too.
That's it. Yeah. So November 8th, 92, he sits out his second straight game. The newspapers are talking about this. They said that he's been arrested twice, and now he's sitting out for this for a victory over North Carolina.
Yeah.
And the coach said, we didn't play with Wayne physically, but in spirit, Wayne was with us. That's what a defensive tackle said, Brenston Buckner, who played in the NFL later on. He said, I talked to Wayne personally Friday. He knows he made a mistake. He sat out this game because he felt it would be a distraction for the team for him to be out there, and he needed some time to himself to get himself together.
What a guy.
Just tanking his draft position is all he's doing.
Because he's a good teammate.
Yeah, which makes it sound like now he's pissy and won't play because he's pissy. Yeah. So that's even worse than getting in trouble. That's the worst thing. He did the right thing. He did the thing he thought was right by sitting out, and we got the victory. Wayne is really mature. Oh, it sounds like it. Yeah, he's real mature. He's going to come back with us Monday, and we're going to embrace. We're going to embrace him as one of our players and just play on. That's what the quote is. That's why I couldn't say it, because that makes no fucking sense.
Let's check his brain too.
Yeah, you have problems. November 11th, 92, Clemson may suspend Simmons from school. So he's a preseason All-America candidate, a fucking Butkus Award, preliminary guy, but he's been arrested a whole bunch, and they're pissed off, basically. Merle Code Sr. here is his attorney. That's Simmons' attorney. Code said that a hearing last week with Clemson's director of student development was recommended at that meeting that Simmons be suspended from school for the remainder of the semester.
Ooh.
However, Code and Simmons have appealed that decision. The appeal will be heard by the Student Discipline Board. He said, Wayne knows he's made some mistakes, but we're asking for probation instead of a suspension. He already paid a penalty.
Is that right?
Well, he got to sit out a game. So he was apparently he was only suspended one game. Mm-hmm. He chose to sit out the second game, which is the worst thing you could do.
Like a protest?
I don't know if that's I don't know what that is, but if you're an NFL team looking at players, you're not looking for the guy who decides he doesn't feel like playing in a game.
Yeah.
That's not a guy you want if you're in a pro team.
Yeah, that feels like a linebacker that hit a late hit and they fined him 15 and he's like, I think it deserves 20.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit out 2 games, you guys. I deserve
2
this.
games. It seems like he wanted to show the team that they would miss him, and they didn't because they won 40-7.
I'm also a real man, and I take punishment well. I'll double it.
That's right. But yeah, he said it was a distraction to his teammates to play. That's why he sat out.
Oh,
so that's all it was. He was trying to help, really.
Okay.
Interesting. So Simmons might be able to play at the last 2 games of the season if his case is on appeal. So if he appeals, then you can go keep doing shit while you're appealing. Yeah. His appearance in a bowl game, should Clemson qualify for one, don't think they did at 5 and 6, could be in jeopardy. He's already earned his bachelor's degree.
Wow.
He's already graduated, has 42 tackles in 7 games. November 22nd, 1992. That was November 11th. Mm-hmm. November 22nd, Season ends sadly for Simmons.
Uh-oh.
This is bad. Wayne Simmons' collegiate football career ended Saturday after a loss as ignominious as the day was gloomy. Simmons, Hilton Head graduate, couldn't have imagined it would end like this, in the rain, with Gamecock cheers rocking the stadium and orange-clad Tiger fans subdued. So the South Carolina
Gamecocks are beating them, yeah.
Yeah. Subdued, that is, in every way, save for their fluorescent garb, which, on a sunless November day, looked louder than any Clemson supporter sounded, or felt like sounding. Despite the 24-13 loss to the Gamecocks, fifth-year senior Simmons went out with a bang on the field. He tipped the pass that led to an interception and Clemson's only touchdown. He had 2 sacks, 4 tackles for a loss. He recorded the sack that broke the school's single-season sack record.
Wow.
Simmons might have gone out with a bang on the field, but off the field it was another story.
Why?
On Friday, the day before the game, Simmons received word that he would be kicked out of Clemson University come Monday.
Why?
Take your helmet off and fuck off out of here. That's it. The expulsion stemmed from the October incident where he was arrested for assaulting a bouncer at the Clemson night spot. On Friday, his appeal to remain at Clemson was denied.
Oh.
Simmons has skirted on the brink of expulsion since the incident and is lucky to have finished the season. In an attempt to strengthen the appeal, Simmons has served the school's mandated 1-game suspension and had voluntarily sat out another game. They keep trying to spin this positive, but to me it's not positive. It's just not. Saturday's loss ended it all with a booming finality. Simmons and Clemson's hopes for a winning season, along with Simmons' chance to amicably part with the school, where last August this determined kid from Low Bottom had bucked the odds and graduated on time. I'm out, he said on a runway outside Clemson Memorial Stadium following the game. Simmons could not have pictured this kind of ending when he signed with the Tigers as a high school senior almost 5 years ago. Man, so they say, turns out Simmons' last act as a Clemson Tiger was letting some kids strip him of the white gloves Simmons wore. Simmons had expected to have something more. Barring a disastrous injury, Simmons' NFL prospects look good. Tommy West, now a South Carolina assistant coach who had initially recruited Simmons, why do I keep calling him Simpson, should be drafted in the top 3 or 4 rounds.
Oh.
And his linebacking coach, Hinshaw, said that he thinks he might go even earlier.
Okay.
All righty. They said judgment from his college career, his future has the potential to be a bright one. His future has the potential to be arrested 1 million times.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have any fucking money yet, and he's getting arrested.
5th year, huh?
5th year, yeah. A lot. Wow. You redshirt your freshman year,
yeah,
then you play for.
So my point is, he's sticking around the whole time.
Oh yeah, no, the whole time.
He loves college.
January 15th, 1993, from low bottom to top of the heap. That's the Island newspaper there. Wayne Simmons' eyes pro career. So they're saying this is about an athlete who struggled in school yet put more value in earning a college degree than getting a pro tryout.
Right.
It's about a son who wanted to do well, not because of the car he wanted to buy, but because he wanted to make life easier for his mother. This is a fluffiest fluff piece that ever fluffed.
He wants to give money away to people that can't pay it back.
That's all he wants to do. Just let him do it. And then he
wants to
might
start
punch a woman.
bank that's destined to fail.
Yeah. He might punch a Chinese kid in the back of the head. That's fine. It's a different thing. Don't worry about it.
This bank is going to punch so many people.
Oh, yeah.
But they're going to give away all kind of money.
That's how you know your loan's denied. He gets up and punches you in the back of the head, and you go, I guess not. It's about a kid who grew up fast, who needed direction and got it from a coach, a tutor, and a local businessman.
Yeah.
It's about Simmons, who managed to buck the odds because he kept true to his goals. Oh,
boy.
His high school teacher said he's a strong person, not just physically, but character, too.
Ask that bouncer at the underground.
Yeah, ask him.
Put him in the hospital.
Ask the dick sucker girl what's up with that. Yeah. Hey, dick sucker, what do you think of his character? Hilton Head lost only 7 games in the 3 years Simmons played varsity ball. Despite this success, the odds were squarely against him accomplishing all he has. He got into Clemson. He graduated on time. He earned a good shot at the pros. Of the 25 members of Simmons' freshman class at Clemson who played varsity football, only 2, Simmons and Al Richard graduated on time. On time means they got their degree in 4.5 years. Simmons received his degree in financial management on August 8th, 1992. His degree required that he take courses such as statistics, economics, accounting, and real estate tax. Wow. He played his last game at starting outside linebacker for then. They said that Simmons, the season started with promise of a lot of playing time and a nomination for the Butkus Award. Yeah, he was waiting to be the big guy here.
Yeah.
He was waiting for Levon Kirkland to leave, and he left, and that's that.
It's over.
So, he registered 19 quarterback sacks in his Clemson career, tied for fourth with All-American Levon Kirkland on the school's all-time list, behind only Michael Dean Perry, who was the William Refrigerator Perry's less famous but almost probably better player brother.
Really?
Michael Dean Perry was a great player for the Browns for a long time. That's why nobody cares. And Chester McLaughlin, which was also a big-time guy.
Jesus,
huge.
He's amazing. Yeah.
On the Raiders and all that shit. In his final game, Simmons recorded the team's 45th sack of the season, which was a school record on a team known nationwide for his defense.
Yeah.
So they said, in all likelihood, Wayne will be taken in the NFL draft. His linebacker coach says Simmons should be selected early. But in the last month, I think he fucked that up pretty good here.
It's possible. Yeah.
They said a lot will depend on how he does in the Senior Bowl and the Spring Combine. It's going to be the interviews is where his shit's going to be big. Yeah, because they're going to want it. They want to hear what he has to say about this shit.
Ask him all kinds of questions.
You got to do some explaining here. If everything works out, as coaches say, chances are good he'll be pulling down at least a 6-figure salary. Dorothy, mom, said his degree in financial management was the proudest moment of her life. She said, Wayne got a college degree, and I couldn't ask for anything more. She says that Simmons still hasn't learned to control his temper because he's gotten arrested for assault 3 times while in college. That last time really cost him. Simmons was suspended for a game this fall after his arrest for punching a local tavern bouncer. He sat out the subsequent game, but was kicked out of Clemson's graduate school after being allowed to play in the last game of the season, and he admits he needs to control his temper. He's been living in his apartment near campus since his college career ended, working out on his own with teammates in preparation for the Senior Bowl and Combine.
How about that? He graduated, has a degree, was going to school further to get a master's or whatever the fuck, and they threw his ass out about it. He's not allowed to even pursue that now.
Nope, can't stop punching people. They don't want him there at all. His apartment is furnished with the basics. Simmons keeps it clean. There's no clutter, no magazines scattered about, no posters, no swimsuit calendars, no neon beer signs. Like he didn't clean up any signs of anything before the newspaper came over.
Also, who cares?
Got the naked girls out of the fucking bedroom.
Doesn't say live nudes on the wall.
Yeah. Jesus. He says, I came from, monetarily speaking, nothing. So I don't need anything. I'll be happy being with myself with an apartment, stereo, and probably a car. He's never had a car in college, he said.
Really?
He's never had a car. He said, but the first thing I'm going to do is help my family, my mother, my grandmother, my sister, my brother.
Calm down.
Chill out, homie.
That's a lot of mouths to feed.
You just added 4 people to your responsibility.
Adults.
Yeah. They're in their late 20s, your brother and sister.
Yeah.
They're fine.
They better be.
If they're not, that's on them.
That's
Take care of your mom and your grandmother, I understand.
Yeah.
That's fine. So mom, Dorothy, said, Wayne would always tell me, Mom, if I make it, you'll make it too. Wayne is not in the NFL yet, but when that day comes, I'll shout from the top of the roof, because then that means we've gone from point A, 5:10 those Monday mornings, to point B, the NFL. And if he made it, Dorothy Simmons has sure made it, sure enough. Okay. So I'm riding my son's coattails wherever he goes.
Yeah. That brainwashing sit down on the couch worked.
It worked. Yeah. Damn. Gotta start crying more. January 17th, 1993. Fucking, this is a great story from the Island Packet. That's the Hilton Head newspaper there.
Yeah.
Learning never came easy to Simmons, either at Hilton Head High or at Clemson. Yeah. At Hilton Head, he was tutored by Tom Gardo in English and in SAT preparation. Margaret Gould, Simmons's English teacher in 7th and 11th grade, also prepped him for the SAT. He said, Mrs. Gould did a lot for me. I think high school, in high school, I was eager to learn, but I didn't know how to learn. I didn't know how to sit down and actually learn something. I wanted to, but my attention span was not there, and she helped me focus. Said first he had to focus on the SAT, then in college he had to focus on getting his degree. He said he saw what happened to players who didn't get their degree.
Right.
He saw what happened to players who didn't get some fucking 19-year-old girl to write his term paper for him. He saw it. These fucking players are not doing their work. They're just not.
Right. And it's
now,
frustrating. Yeah.
And now
it's
especially, it's so sad. We know back then none of them were doing their fucking work, and they're all on steroids. We knew that. Now we know that now.
I am very sad for Megatron that he did not get that degree that he was chasing after.
Oh,
God knows where he is today.
He missed out. Yeah, he's probably, honestly, he's probably being maybe a dishwasher, I would think, in the low bottom. Probably,
I have not seen him on TV in several years now. I'm worried about him.
Hide nor hair. He's probably hurting. I'm sure he's hurting real bad.
Yeah.
So they said, he said, when I came to Clemson, I lived in a dorm free. I had a free scholarship, free meals, and that pretty much pampered me. Mm-hmm. Then I saw early on that when Clemson was through with a lot of guys, that these guys struggled. They struggled to make it. Some of them had to move home. Some of them moved in together. It was very frustrating for these guys. So I wanted to get my degree and everything and move off campus and go to grad school and try to work on some responsibilities.
Yeah. And then I punched a guy.
And then I punched a chick, and then I got a guy in a fucking headlock, and then I hit an Asian kid with a pizza. His coach said, and as he got closer and closer to his degree, it became like a mission for him. So he said he was the only full-time starter from his class to graduate on time. Someone recently asked him what high school kids could learn from his struggles with the books. He said, I think my growing up, my experience is a classic example of just staying in school. Because what if I didn't? What if I wanted to work and didn't get the clothes and get the girls at the time because you have nice clothes and everything? You must understand that's just a fad. That's going to get old. Those clothes are going to get old. I don't think you can ever lose education.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I mean, you can if you bash your
it's
head
possible.
into shit repeatedly.
Now, the NFL draft is April 25th, 1993.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're Wayne, you pack yourself in packing peanuts, and you sit in your fucking house and you have food brought to you and leave, and you never leave the house.
Pizza.
You don't get in trouble. You have other people go talk to the delivery guy. April 11th, 1993, he is charged with assault and battery again. 2 weeks before the draft. That shows he has no self-control.
It's over. Yeah.
Because anyone could say anything to you at that point, and you'd laugh and go, I'm going to be in the NFL in 2 weeks.
In
Eat
2
dicks,
weeks,
and you walk away.
I'm going to have Paul Tagliabue saying my name.
Nope. Instead, he and 3 friends tried to get into a South Carolina bar without paying the cover charge.
Yeah, he's going to try to...
We're too important. So now he's got arrogance,
$5. Yeah.
Arrogance and bad decision-making.
Wow.
When the doorman required payment, Simmons began shouting at the man that he was white trash and a pussy, the bouncer.
Yeah.
So spitting on other patrons who were entering the club also.
He's out of control.
He's a fucking menace.
Yeah.
He said they said that Simmons and his crew started screaming, fuck this. We're going to go back there to kick every white motherfucker's ass, according to police reports.
Okay.
As they approached the door, some men who were in the parking lot stepped between Simmons's group and the doorman in an attempt to explain that nobody wanted any trouble. Mm-hmm. Simmons, who had retrieved a pair of brass knuckles from underneath the seat of his car.
He needs a weapon?
Cheap cunt.
What? Who's
pussy.
the pussy now?
You big pussy.
How do you play in the NFL and get brass knuckles
big
for this?
Pussy. You're
like
6'2", 250.
The most chicken shit weapon on the planet, right?
Oh, man. Well, it's a great weapon if all else is equal.
Yeah, but
this is not all else equal. You're a fucking NFL athlete.
But if we're just here to throw fists and you arm the fist, you're a bitch. That's a chicken shit thing to do.
I don't know. I'm into winning, so.
Yeah, but he's starting the fight.
That's the difference.
Yeah. You don't start the fight with a weapon.
If I weigh 250 pounds, I'm not getting a weapon.
You don't need it.
I'm not needing it. But either way, I'm going to win. I'm not into... This isn't... What are we? What am I, a fucking, about ethics? I'm in a fight.
I guess
I'm not losing.
Engagement are not here.
Period.
Nobody's getting a medal of valor for this.
I'll crack your skull open with a rock if I have to win. I'm winning the fucking. I'm not going to get beat up.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
I'm not starting.
I got a box cutter
over.
I keep on me all the time. I will cut a motherfucker in 2 seconds. Say one word.
Yeah.
Think I'm getting my fist dirty? No. I will slice you from fucking stem to stern.
It's a $5 cover. You're going to pull your
Not
box
for that.
cutter.
No. If you're attacking me.
Yeah.
I don't
That's what
start
I mean.
shit. I'm walking around
for
smoking
sure.
weed.
I got
I'm not
no
starting
problem
a fucking thing.
reaching in my pocket, grabbing
I
a
don't
bic to
start
solidify this
shit.
fist for shoresies.
I'm not starting shit with anybody. But if
But
you
I
start
think-
with me, I'll cut you. That's
I
it.
think
I'm defending myself.
I'm just
But I'm
every
not
time I
a
see brass knuckles, I'm just like, what
Yeah.
a pussy.
A 22-year-old,
Yeah.
250-pound, gonna
Yeah.
be professional athlete. That is a bitch move.
For
Bitch.
sure.
I'm not gonna hit someone smaller than me with a weapon. That's crazy.
And brass knuckles are
That's
wild.
insane. It's ridiculous.
You can shatter a face with that.
Yeah, and it's stupid. A roll
Yeah.
of nickels is legal, stupid. That's what I mean. That's why
Yeah,
he's
a
dumb.
bit lighter. Yeah.
Fuck that. A roll of nickels. You will knock somebody the fuck out. That's what I used to count. A
I
roll of
stopped
nickels and
that
a box cutter.
Grab
Let's
that
go.
lead pipe.
Yeah, who cares? You got to do it. But this is a bitch move. You
This
can't
is
hit somebody
crazy.
with a brass
Yeah.
knuckles. That's crazy. So apparently he retrieved the knuckles. He jumped over the shoulder of one of his friends. I don't know how the fuck he did that.
Wow.
This is leapfrogged over.
That's
him.
a 15-yard penalty is what that is.
Yeah, I
You
think
can't-
that is.
You
That's,
can't use
I don't think you're
another
allowed
guy.
to do that to block the punt. No.
Yeah.
Striking in the face the man who was trying to prevent an incident. So he punched the peacemaker in the face.
Wow.
The blow dropped the man to the ground and, according to the police reports, left a severe laceration and a scar on the left side of his face and nose, because that's what brass knuckles
Yeah.
do. They cut your fucking
They
head
cut you
open.
Yeah.
Simmons and his group then ran to their car, squealing tires as they sped out of the parking lot. Bitch.
What?
Bitch asses.
One punch, everybody break out? Are you kidding me?
Sucker punched a smaller man with
Yeah.
brass knuckles and then ran away like a fucking bitch.
Sucker punched the we don't want any trouble guy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That is what a fucking. This guy's a fucking asshole.
That's scary, man. That's very
He's
scary.
This guy's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Period. He's just a dick. 1993 NFL draft.
Here we go. Yeah.
Here we go. Hey, here we go. We got some stats from that year. AP
Uh-huh.
Offensive Rookie of the Year this year will be Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
Defensive Rookie of the Year will be Dana Stubblefield.
Wow.
Let's see here. We got Offensive Player of the Year that year. Who do you think it was, Jimmy? 93.
93? Was it
93. We've mentioned him in this episode.
Oh, God damn it. Really?
Yep.
Was it Megatron?
Jerry Rice, man.
Jerry 93, huh?
Yeah. He played
Yeah,
forever.
he was
He was in the peak of his career.
Yeah.
I think 86 was his rookie year, 85.
Yeah, he
so
played
was
until like
his rookie.
2011.
Yeah, he kept playing and playing and playing. Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah.
You won't guess. I don't
Reggie
think.
White?
Rod Woodson.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
not going
that's
to
a
guess a
good one, too.
defensive
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Passing leader, John Elway that
Yeah,
year.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rushing leader, Emmett Smith. Receiving leader, Jerry Rice. That's wild. Okay, number 1 draft pick, 1993.
Yeah.
Jimmy, who is it?
Raghib Ishmael.
It is not Raheem Ishmael. It's never Raheem Ishmael. Tell you that right now. Ever, ever, never.
93. Well, shit. Was it? It's a running back, isn't it?
Nope.
No, is it not a quarter?
This is 2 quarterbacks. 1 and 2 are 2 quarterbacks
wow,
this
shit,
year.
damn it. God damn it. Is it Ryan Leaf?
It's 1998. Drew Bledsoe.
Oh, wow. That
Drew
early.
Bledsoe, yeah, which was a very good pick. Pat,
Yeah.
when you think about it, they could have gotten the number 2 pick, who was Rick Meyer, who was
Oh.
terrible.
The
From Notre
Seahawks
Dame.
Really fucked that up. Did he
Oh,
go to
he
Detroit or was
sucked.
it Seattle?
Seattle.
Yeah.
Seattle picked him up first, and then he
Yeah.
bounced around a bit.
Yeah.
3rd overall is the Arizona or Phoenix Cardinals
Yeah.
at the time. Who'd they pick, Jimmy? A guy who played for 30 goddamn years.
Is it the receiver?
No, running back.
No. No.
It's on the tip of your tongue.
What
No.
is it? Shit.
Garrison Hurst.
Oh, shit, yeah.
He played forever.
Ever.
Not for Phoenix, but for
no,
everybody
for
else.
49ers and fucking Colts, too, I think.
Colts, yeah. Number 4, old Marvin Shade Tree Jones there, the
Uh-huh.
linebacker. John Copeland, Eric Curry. God damn
Who
it.
the
That's
fuck
not a
is
great pick. That's picked by Tampa because they weren't doing well at that time. They suck. Curtis Conway. The Bears picked Curtis Conway, the wide receiver, 7th, where right after that, New Orleans picked Hall of Famer and dead guy Willie Roaf.
Whoops.
Whoops. Lincoln Kennedy, number 9.
Hell
These
yeah,
are both
that's a good one.
great.
Yeah.
Number 10, another Hall of Famer, Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
Dan Williams, 11th. That's Denver's pick that year, defensive end Dan Williams. That went real well for him. Patrick Bates with the Raiders, Brad Hopkins, Steve Everett, 15th overall. Number 15 overall. The Green Bay Packers make one of the worst decisions that they've ever fucking made, and they choose Wayne Simmons.
What the fuck?
Would you pick a guy who got arrested? He can't not get arrested between
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. I mean, at least they had a trouble for the draft.
Did they not know? They had to know.
They knew. Oh, they had to know. Yeah, it was in the newspaper, for Christ's sake.
Who was picked after him?
Paper. Sean Dawkins, Tom Carter, Ernest Dye, Lester Holmes, Irv Smith, Robert Smith.
Sean Dawkins?
Yeah, Sean Dawkins, wide receiver.
Oh, that's not the Dawkins I'm thinking
not
of.
Not the Dawkins you're thinking.
What's that?
Not Daryl Dawkins.
Brian
Dawkins.
Brian
Daryl Dawkins is Daryl is Chocolate Thunder, NBA. Brian Dawkins,
both
Eagles,
Dawkins are great.
Eagles defensive back. Yeah.
Brian Dawkins is the best. He's amazing.
Robert Smith, who not the guy from The Cure, but the Minnesota running back who quit playing when he was like 29 to go back to school, made a bunch of money and said, "I don't want to get hit in the head anymore."
Yeah, I'm done with this. Yeah,
smart guy. Darren Gordon, Dion Figures, Leonard Renfro, O.J. McDuffie, the wide receiver, Dana Stubblefield, good player at defensive tackle, crazy guy also.
Yeah.
Todd Kelly, Thomas Smith, George Teague. That's the second pick from the Packers that round.
Okay.
But if you went a little bit further into the second round, the number 40 pick overall was Hall of Famer Michael Strahan.
They passed on Strahan to get this. I mean, granted, it's a linebacker, different defense, but much better guy.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Denver picked Dan Williams over as a defensive end rather than Michael Strahan, too, who had 27 career sacks, by the way, as opposed to Michael Strahan's 141 and a half. So.
And a hell of a newscaster.
Oh, he's just a fun guy.
Yeah.
Glenn Milburn, Reggie Brooks, the running back. There's a lot of Roosevelt Potts. Quadri Ishmael. There's an Ishmael for you. Yeah. Quadri went in the end of the second round. Reggie Freeman, John Garrick. This isn't interesting to people, but still it's interesting to us.
It is fascinating.
Hall of Fame guard Will Shields in the third round from Kansas City. And then Tampa in the end of the third round picked John Lynch, Hall of Fame safety.
In 93, huh?
In 93, yep. So that's how this goes. Lorenzo Neal.
49ers owner or GM?
Shit, owner. Yeah, I think he's a GM of somebody. Did he get fired? I don't remember.
May have. He's kind of a dick, I've heard. I've heard he's not a great guy.
Yeah, he's been hitting the head a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of.
But he treats women like shit.
Yes, exactly. That's what I've heard too. Don't know for sure. Allegedly. So the Green Bay Press Gazette. I guess that's their newspaper up there. They say Packers' first pick is used to hearing his mother cry, but this time they were tears of joy. Yeah. Dorothy Simmons turned down the volume on her Zenith, shushed her relatives who gathered at her Hilton Head, South Carolina home, and hustled across the living room to get the phone. She was the first to congratulate her son on being the Green Bay Packers' first pick in the NFL draft. "Hi, Mom," Wayne shouted above the ruckus in Clemson, South Carolina apartment where he was celebrating. "You don't have to worry no more."
Oh, boy.
That's it. No, Dorothy Simmons doesn't. Not with her son about to become a well-paid NFL linebacker. Still, after 23 years, worrying gets to be a habit. She thought of the day the precious but frail 4-pound 6-ounce baby boy came into her world. That's a small kid.
She didn't think about the day 2 weeks ago that he just punched a person?
No, I thought about the day where he smacked a girl with a hat after making dick-sucking gestures at her. And I was so proud.
Jumped over a man to punch a peaceful man in the face.
God damn it. Of the time that Wayne got pneumonia in the 10th grade and nearly died. Of the times they'd huddle by the wood stove and hold each other to stay warm in the shack they used to live in. The roof, she said, let the rain in and the heat out. Suddenly, Wayne's voice interrupted her thoughts. It caused her to react the way you'd expect any strong, self-reliant person in her position to. She burst into tears.
Oh, boy.
I couldn't even talk, she said. I just told him to call back. Wayne Simmons is used to hearing his mother cry, only this time, tears of joy.
Yeah.
Watching your mom cry all the time about the things she couldn't give you or the situation you were in, it makes you grow up. Mm-hmm. He is the least mature person we've ever covered.
I'm looking forward to the day you grow up, Wayne.
Yeah. Jesus. Dorothy Simmons' prayer was that her son would go to the Packers. That's what she wanted.
That's the team she wanted.
I want my son to freeze his balls off and live in the smallest market of any sports team in existence. That sounds great.
Perhaps if he's super cold, he'll have to wear a coat, which will restrict his arm movements from punching people.
Well, she said she dreamed of him playing alongside Reggie White.
Oh.
Whom she hopes will be a role model for her son.
Boy, does he need it. Yeah.
All he talks about is Jesus, Reggie White. So that would be like, great. I got to hear this fucking guy talk about Jesus for the next 10 years.
He's a goddamn pastor.
Holy fucking shit, man. I don't care. Pastor, huge. I get 5 minutes into that. I go, listen, Reggie.
That's my point, is that he's
I
a
respect
pastor.
you. You got to shut the fuck up
he
about
never
this
will.
shit. Oh, my God. You have got to shut the fuck up. Sorry, Reggie. I'm going to start coming in here telling you about Satan every day and how great he is. You shut the fuck up.
Trying to support this church.
I can't think of something I'd rather have shoved up my ass less than religion of any kind. So Simmons referred to White as the legend. But better still, said Dorothy Simmons, Reggie White is an ordained minister. He would be perfect for Wayne. See what I'm saying? That's what she wants.
She thinks that's what it is.
Yeah, he's going to preach him out of this situation. Yeah. Part of her eagerness stems from her son's involvement in 3 fights during 5 years at Clemson. Mm-hmm. She said, the things any young man goes through. He's a good kid. He's matured. Any young man. Remember all of your arrests for jumping over people and punching them and smacking girls and making dick-sucking gestures at them? Remember all that time?
For smacking a woman for being offended when I made a dick-sucking gesture because she blew my friend.
Do you remember beating up that bouncer? I remember that when you just fucked that bouncer up. That was crazy. That was big.
You'll have to give me more. I'm trying hard, but I can't.
Witch bouncer, right?
I can't stop thinking about the time I beat up that tiny pizza man.
That's the other thing. This is crazy. So the 3 arrests aren't even 3 incidents. It's 4 incidents and 3 arrests. And God knows what didn't get reported. God knows what he just did to people, and they took it. Everybody said, don't say anything, or we'll beat you up more. She said that he's matured. In 1989, Simmons said that he was fined about $100 for simple assault in an incident outside the dormitory. Tom Gardo, who tutored him in high school and describes himself as a surrogate father, said some were white-black incidents and other kids were drinking. Some people don't take insults as well as others. Well, yeah.
What?
But if you have a future, you have to take insults better than others.
You have to be the one. Yeah.
Yeah. In August 92, Simmons said he tried to keep a woman from hitting him by using his baseball cap to fend her off.
After I made blowjob jokes about her. She was
attacking me. I just was fending her off. Was very terrified of her. What about the Asian pizza delivery guy? What was he doing?
He was armed with a pepperoni and sausage. I was scared to death.
I thought he had nunchucks down his pants. Is that, what are you going to say?
Yeah, it was a...
Man, I thought they all knew karate and shit. I needed to get him from behind. I didn't want that motherfucker squaring up with me, hitting me with some kind of crane bullshit or whatever Daniel LaRusso was doing.
Between him and his kung fu and that
I said, yo,
that manhole cover he was delivering the pizza to.
I said, hell no.
I knew there was 4 guys under there that were better than him.
I might get beat up 5 different kinds of karate, and it ain't happening. He said, can you believe it? Assault with a baseball cap? That's what the guy said. Clemson disciplined him. A snowball and a hat incident. It's crazy. That's what the guy said. Wow. I don't know anything about a snowball. 2 months later, he's arrested after he punched and grabbed a bar employee after the man, quote, pushed him. Meanwhile, it was more everyone else that brushed against him as he walked by. Mm-hmm. Simmons had to be pulled away by teammates. Asked if the fight was racially motivated, he said, this town is a little counterclockwise if you get my drift, which I don't doubt. You're in South fucking Carolina, stupid. That's where it comes from.
Anybody that's a racist in that area, their favorite ones, that sounds racist, play for the team. They love them.
Yeah, but they still will call them whatever they call them off the field. They'll call them that on the field. Run, N-word, run, they'll say. They don't fucking care. That's what I mean. This is like hardcore, deep-seated shit down here, especially this is the 90s. It's not today, although today it would probably be worse, I think. But I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows?
Today it's not regional. It's not regionally selective today is what I'm getting at.
Much more blanketed.
Yeah, today the assholes that would say that are now on the internet getting more people to say the same dumb shit.
They're way more open than
that. Yeah. So the one guy who knows him shrugged off the incidents and said 3 times in 5 years, that's a pussycat.
Really?
Meaning, so what if he got in 3 fights in 5 years? That's
arrested for 3 forms of assault in 5 years. I've never had that. I never
had that.
Pussycat. What am I?
Just a pussy, I guess we are.
Absolute pussy.
We're just pussies. Simmons said he's, quote, no ladies man. And isn't as well, yeah, because you're pitting them.
Right.
And isn't as wild as I used to be. Every kid was wild at one time, but I've grown up and I've accomplished some things I'm very proud of. You got arrested a month ago, stupid.
Right.
What are you talking about for the dumbest thing you've done?
And perhaps if you complimented them rather than ridiculed them for their blowjobs, then perhaps you would be a ladies' man.
If she sucks dick, that's the girl you're nice to, stupid.
High five her.
What the fuck? Hi. Can I take you out for a meal? There's a blowjob at the end of this rainbow. What are you doing? Who makes fun of a girl for being fun?
Give her that hat and tell her it's her crown.
Yeah. You kindly young lady.
You're not wearing a crown. Take this one.
Oh, shit. So, anyway, he said that he's only 16 hours shy of completing his MBA as well.
Okay, yeah.
So his master's.
Yep.
Dorothy said, what I did raising Wayne is what any other mother would do. He doesn't owe me anything. You know, I couldn't give him what he wanted, but I gave him what he needed. And that was strength and hope. And you know what? We had some rough times, all right, but we overcame it. We made it.
You cried in front of him. That's giving him strength and hope?
That's it. And then she said, I'm sorry, but as you can tell, I'm about to cry again. She had to end the interview. Now, from the same paper, first-rounder Wayne Simmons, when asked about Packers linebacker Tony Bennett, not the singer, Tony Bennett, great linebacker, he said, really, I don't even know who Tony Bennett is. Who's he? That's what he said.
Oh, boy.
When Bennett was told Bennett was a starting linebacker, he said, I'm kind of ignorant to the fact. I guess he's an outstanding player.
You can't say that when you're the rookie coming in, can you?
No, you go. Anybody who's on your team, you go, oh, they're terrific and they're just great, blah, blah, blah.
Especially if they play the position you play.
Yeah. I don't want to have to carry their luggage and buy donuts in the morning.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're great. They said, does he know of any of the Packers? And he said, I'm familiar with Robert Brooks, the wide receiver, and I've seen Sterling Sharp.
Wow.
How about Reggie goddamn White?
Yeah.
How about that? Who does Simmons admire in football? Mm-hmm. Who do you think he admires? And this isn't on this must be off the field what he's talking about. But you always look at the Lawrence Taylors and the Pat Swillings.
Do you?
Which on the field, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a linebacker, Lawrence Taylor's the greatest linebacker in the history of football, so you would look at him probably.
How do you miss him?
I don't even think that's even close.
This is the question.
Yeah. See that blue blur going by? That's him. So, and then Pat Swilling is underrated as fuck. He was a great linebacker for the Saints for a long time. Also wore 56. He was in the shadows
to Minnesota.
Taylor.
Where else? He went somewhere else too.
Fuck, Swilling went somewhere else, but he was that
great.
The guy on New Orleans for a long time. I'm most impressed with Jack Lambert. He said the 70s Steelers.
People.
Yeah. Jack was a bad motherfucker, man. He was a great guy, toothless coming at you. You have to love the heart he had. I approach everything with that attitude. Very aggressive, ambitious. That's how I do things. Mm-hmm. Part of that was, too, Lambert was very underside, so he had to do that.
So he had to hit people hard?
He had to be reckless abandon.
Was it him in the catch? the Steelers catch.
He was on defense.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a defensive player.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the immaculate reception was the Steelers catching the ball. So
okay,
he was on
do you think I don't know that? I'm saying I think he's the one that hit
the
guy that the ball bounced off of.
That's what I'm saying. He's on defense. The Steelers were on
he
offense.
Hit the guy.
How the fuck did he come into the game and on offense and cause a defensive
he hit
play?
The guy that the ball bounced off of that landed in what's his name's hands.
Jack Lambert was playing on offense, you're telling me.
No, I'm telling you he was on defense.
Then how the fuck did Franco Harris from offense catch the fucking ball? The Steelers had the ball. That's the point. The immaculate receptions and
Jack
offensive
Lambert
play.
was playing defense while the Steelers were
Not
on the
for
field.
The Steelers. Yes, he was. He couldn't tip how could he hit the guy to tip it from him going on?
Didn't Jack Lambert play for the Raiders?
No, he never played a fucking
where the
down.
Confusion is.
He's the fucking I told you 5 times he's on the fucking Steelers.
No.
How the fuck is he?
I seen him
on
in
the
my
same
head
team? No,
as the Raiders
Jack
linebacker.
Tatum. Jack Tatum is who you're thinking
Same
of. Jack
name,
Tatum.
Jack.
Jack we were on separate planets going, isn't it dry? And you're like, it's pouring fucking rain. And I'm like, no, it's not.
What are you doing right now?
It's desert. The wind just blew and a puff of dust flew in the air. What are we talking about?
Everybody named Jack is the same guy in my head. I only know one guy named Jack in the NFL. And it's Jack Lambert Tatum.
I'm going to fucking die. That's the funniest thing. We were so on different. That's the funniest thing. We're like, what are you talking about? You're like, but he hit him. I'm like, how the fuck did he hit him if he's on
because
defense?
He played defense.
You're like, because he's on defense. Who's on first? I don't fucking know.
There's too many Jacks on this field.
That was the best accidental comedy routine that we just came up with of all fucking time. See, this is why we're good together.
I was so
Costello.
frustrated. Do you understand
So
how hard
I was so frustrated. I'm like, how the fuck is Jack Lambert on when Steelers are doing an offensive play? And you're like, because he plays defense. And I'm like, that's the point. How is he on offense?
I'm going, why don't
defense?
you get it?
Oh my God!
I'm like, is James? Is he smoking right? I see your face, but are you?
And I'm like, Jimmie, are you smoking weed now? You're not a pro enough to smoke during the show, man, and it's affecting you.
Fucking
oh,
shit!
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
You got to keep in mind, James. I only have enough room for one Jack in my head at a time.
One Jack. I got one Jack, and that's it. If ever it was Jack Tatum, by the way,
ever in the future you're frustrated, just go, Jimmie.
Let's go back to one.
Jimmie word associates way too much. There's got to be.
Next time I'm going to go back to one.
Yeah,
Jack Lambert is who to you now?
An
Raiders
amazing linebacker.
Okay, never mind.
For the Raiders.
Then we're in a completely different. Completely different space here, I think.
Fuck. I just need everybody on this planet to have entirely different names. No, there's not more than one Jack anymore. It's not.
You're gonna play the same sport and be named the same name?
Not allowed.
Fuck you. Not allowed.
We already got one.
How many other Muhammads are there in boxing? None, because that's all I can handle. He's good.
I'll never forget him.
That's the greatest fucking best. That's the best bit we've ever had. And it was a complete accident. I've never laughed harder in my life. I was so confused. I don't even know if I was talking to the mic at one point. I was just like looking at you like in the eye, like, what are we talking about?
I couldn't believe we were friends at that moment.
It's like, what are you talking about?
How do we get along ever if we can't even have this normal conversation about the Immaculate Catch?
Oh, God.
Holy shit.
Who is certainly on first, my friend. And he's also delivering pizza and getting punched in the back of the head by Wayne Simmons.
I hope there's somebody that was listening to that going, Jimmie's a moron. How does he not understand what James is saying?
Oh, God, that was horrifying.
I also pray to Christ that there's somebody listening that goes, what the fuck is wrong with James?
Yeah, exactly. There will be. There will be. Don't worry. There will be. There'll be an equal number of people who'll be like, I don't get it. What the fuck?
That's too fun.
That was so much fun. So Green Bay, on Green Bay, he says that they ask him about the town. He said it was nice. The airport was small. It was peaceful. Not that much traffic. It's a tiny town, Green Bay.
It's a meatpacking company.
Yeah, I'm a very quiet kind of guy. I don't say much when I don't have to. Ooh. I liked the area. In other words, I want to talk some shit, but I'm not going to talk some shit.
Also, you know, maybe that's a telling thing. That maybe he should be a little more verbose, and maybe he doesn't fight so much.
That's
Use your
another
words.
Thing. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe if you were better at communicating, maybe if you could explain to somebody that Jack Lambert's a defensive player for the Pittsburgh Steelers, you wouldn't get in arguments. General Manager Ron Wolf on Simmons said, "We anticipate he could start. If that's the case, we no longer have to walk around with our fingers crossed, hoping someone will pass their physical, or we won't lose someone in free agency."
Yeah.
Mike Holmgren, the coach on Simmons, said, "I think he's a great athlete. We watched every game he played, the whole staff, all the scouts. He's a tremendous athlete with good speed, a great first step." Yeah. And Ron Wolf talked about Simmons' poverty growing up, and he said, "When you study his background, it's a tremendous credit to him. I don't want to just anoint him. I want him to get here and play football." And then they said on Wolf on whether he would have drafted Curtis Conway with Chicago's first rounder. He said no, but I'm not going to tell you who it was. If I'd be very smart, I'd tell you it was Wayne Simmons is who I'd pick no matter what.
Okay.
Because there was a lot of criticism about the Curtis Conway pick, and for good fucking reason, because he sucked.
Well, I mean, this doesn't seem like a great idea either.
No, this is crazy. So we'll talk about this season, and then we'll end off here.
Oh.
We're going to have to do 2 parts on this guy because there's so much more crime and crazy shit going on. There's too many Jacks for us to get into this all the time. 93 Green Bay Packers roster. They were 9-7 that year.
Yeah.
This is like Brett Favre's kind of coming
starting,
out. Yeah, where I think he wasn't starting in the beginning of the year. I want to say Don Majkowski got hurt.
Okay.
He came in and started
from Atlanta.
Yep, and just started throwing a Sterling Sharp on every fucking down, basically.
Brilliant move.
He was smart move.
Yeah.
9-7, the Packers do go to the wild card that year and beat the Lions, the Barry Sanders Lions, who had terrible defensive teams, 28-24. Then they lose to at the time, the dynasty of the Cowboys, 27-17, so not even that bad.
Yeah.
That was a pretty close game. This year, Edgar Bennett, he was young. Tony Bennett, a lot of Bennetts on the team here. Robert Brooks, Gilbert Brown, remember him? The big giant 300-something pound guy had his own burger at Burger King in Green Bay.
Really?
He had the Gilbert Brown that was like a 10-patty Whopper.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he weighed like 400 pounds. He was a fucking monster, Gilbert Brooks. Oh, that was his jam. That's why they named it after him. Big motherfucker there. Ty Detmer backing up. Yikes. Oh, yeah. He was the best. George Kuntz. We got, Dexter McMahon. Okay, I'm going through there.
It's not great,
Reggie White, guys like that. They had the beginnings of a good roster. Okay. They were building a team that would win that Super Bowl soon. May 2nd, 1993. Top pick can't stay.
What?
Okay, let's find out what that means. Simmons not allowed to remain in Green Bay and work out at Packers facility.
Why?
I think because I don't think he's signed yet.
Oh.
Wayne Simmons prefers to stay in Green Bay and work out in the Packers practice facility after minicamp. The trouble is the NFL rule prohibits rookies from doing so except during one minicamp until June 1st. Okay, that's why. It was NFL rules at the time. The rule is designed to discourage players selected in the NFL draft from dropping out and joining their new team. What? Why would you? From dropping out of college and joining the new team. If they were a senior, this is an old fucking rule.
Yeah, they're still on track to graduate. This keeps them graduating and encouraging educate. Yeah.
Rather than coming and playing with. Now it's like get in here as soon as we draft you tomorrow. They said, but in Simmons' case, he has already graduated. He said, I'd like to stay up here and work out, but I have to abide by the rules. No, it really doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. And he said he's just going to have to join a health club on his own and work out there. Okay. He said, I'd like to get up here as soon as possible. And then they're saying in May 26th, 1993, he may start for the Packers.
Wow.
He may start. We'll see what happens. And right underneath that, if he does start, you can come see, I don't know who this is, but there's an ad here. The sales, Jimmy. Come see this lady. Come see me at the dollhouse.
That is a prostitute, probably.
It looks like it. A sophisticated gentleman's club and eatery. Very sophisticated.
Yeah. What's her name? Is she a porn star?
Let me see what she is. No, it doesn't say. She's just come see me. I'm a hot chick.
Okay, it's the
random
hot
chick
that we're showcasing. All right.
And this is down in South Carolina. One of the 75 most gorgeous entertainers ever assembled. Over 75 of the most gorgeous entertainers ever assembled in a showroom. You know, they're all in South Carolina. That's where they all live. All the gorgeous women, you see them. It's not L.A., it's not Vegas, it's not New York, or even Nashville. It's Hilton Head, South Carolina.
It's the dollhouse, really, because that's the South's, like, premier
bunch of golf
club.
wives.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
It is, yeah.
That makes sense. Happy hour from 5 to 8. No cover. Well, that's good. He won't have to punch anybody then. So he reaches a deal with the Packers as well. They've reached a verbal agreement, and they believe it's to be averaging about $725,000 a year, with about 1/3 of the $3 million to be paid out in a prorated signing bonus.
Great.
So $3 million he just got onto himself here, and so he's very excited about this. They also said that they could ensure keeping him the 15th player taken by naming him a franchise player later after his contract's over, because that was a new rule at the time. So it's a 4-year the franchise tag, 4-year, because that was in that weird collective bargaining agreement where there was like no salary cap for like 2 years. They had a cap, and then there was like none, and this was like the end of the cap days, the end of the no cap days. 4-year, $3 million contract, and $1.2 million signing bonus. And that said, let's leave it there.
Oh boy,
we'll start his NFL career and his slide into fuckery from there.
It's not a good start, right?
It doesn't seem. This doesn't seem wise.
That's so bad.
It's shocking that the Packers took this guy in the first round.
Of all the teams, too, because they like
they're a small town team.
Yeah. They like a clean-cut guy.
And I think part of it is a lot of these teams get too cocky when they have what they consider a good locker room, like a Reggie White as their locker room leader and all that. They think we could take anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We could take a murderer off death row, bring him in. He'll be a model citizen because he's hanging out with Reggie White. Well, that's not really how it works, though.
No, it's not.
Guys are still guys, you know what I mean? They're still the guy that they were at the time. So it's interesting. So anyway, there we go. We'll get into that next week here. Hope you enjoying Wayne Simmons. He's a party, man. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. So this is where he earns his nickname Big Money, by the way.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Here it goes. This is crazy shit. So thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed the show, get on whatever app you're on and give us 5 stars. It is tremendously helpful. It really helps drive the show up the charts, and it's just a good thing to do for your karma and everything else. Definitely head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get all your merchandise, and in addition to that, get all your tickets for live shows.
Right.
We have full slate of 2026 Small Town Murder live shows and one Small Town Murder Your Stupid Opinion show. So get in there and get those tickets right now. Shutupandgivememurder.com. Listen to those other 2 shows, by the way, and get yourself Patreon. My God, it's so good.
Oh, boy.
Patreon.com/CrimeInSports is where you get all of the bonus material. Anybody $5 a month or above. First of all, you get hundreds of back bonus episodes immediately upon subscription.
Yeah.
That's a good place to binge. And then you get new ones every other week. 1 Crime and Sports, 1 Small Town Murder, and you get them all, everybody. Everything that we put out here. And also, in addition to all of that, you also get all of our shows, Crime and Sports, Your Stupid Opinion, Small Town Murder, all ad-free.
Yes, ad-free.
And in addition to that, you also get a shout-out in a second here. By the way, that's right. Follow us on social media, at Crime and Sports. And I'd like to hear from these people.
Yeah.
Jimmy, hit me with the names of the people who would never, ever think Jack Lambert played a day for the fucking Raiders. Hit me with them right goddamn now.
This week's executive producers are Claude Cavallo. I'm going to call him Claude Muscleman.
Claude Muscleman. You're hanging out with the Criterion
Claude
brothers.
Muscleman? Wasn't that the guy?
Claude Muscleman buried in the yard. She
Thanks,
got the last
Claude.
word.
You're an angel.
Having the last word's real important around here. Sorry.
Claude's a good man. Gary Howard in Oklahoma
Gary.
City. Get the fuck out of there.
Hope you're doing well, Gary. Watch
Lisa
out.
Stevens, Amber Lowndes, Elena Zemmel, and Neil Pauling. You guys are the best. Thank you for everything you're doing.
You beautiful
Can't do it
bastards.
without you.
Appreciate
Other
it.
producers this week: Peyton Meadows, Joanne Tinkler, Janice Hill, Willie Goatenbutt. I don't know what he's doing there. He's trying to get me to say something filthy.
Something about eating a goat butt.
You got to make it much easier than that, man. Ryan Bender, Steffi Handpie. All right, that's a real name. Theo Rust, Holly Norman, Lane C. Melanie would know last name. Dean McAnulty. Jocelyn Wrangle. Jared Warren. Meredith Dixon. Courtney Harvey. Talia L. Shelby Nicole. Cindy Adams. Quinn Six. Nikki's kid. Caitlin would know last name. Megan would know last name. April L. Laura Claire. Roswell McIntosh. Hank Netardis. Boy, oh boy.
Okay.
Troy Hill, Josh User, Cece, S-I-S-I, Ting, Ty. Is that what that is? T-I-G-H-E? Is that Ty Warner? It's got to be.
Tig.
Tigay. Tiggy. Dan would know last name. Ilham Ahmed. Thank you. Wendy Fleming. Courtney Summers. Mark Malon. Danielle Schmalz. Jackson LeGrand, Hunter Billings, Kylie Scott, Candace Kowalski, Mark Favaza, Nicole Helton, Shelby Boyd, Laura Muse, Christian Garule, Lyle would know last name, Anthony Festa, Brandon Hernandez, Allen would know last name, Claudia Brown, Amber Horton, Molly Kuhls, Jazz would know last name, Rebecca Layler, Leffler, Connie Hansen, maybe Coney, I don't know. Claire Powell, Leo would know last name. Crystal Williams, Keanu Wilson. You can thank Reeves for me knowing how to say that. Becky Jean Majia Jaska, Magia. Whoa. Melissa would know last name. JJ Howell. Sheila would know last name. Amber Rich. Lonnie Voiles. Sam Hoy. Nicole Flax. Alicia would know last name. Daniel would know last name. Amy Brighton, Andrea Adams, Clay Stovall, Danny B, Sarah Montgomery, Kyle Krulicki, Christy Miller, Mr. Ninny Muggins. I know that because of your favorite actor. Big Chetta, Autumn DePaul, Liz Duran. John would know last name. Chad Jones, Bridget Huffman, Lori Lee Gomez. Steve would know last name. Richard Winter, Stephanie Nicole, Nyosha, no last name. Sharice Maxwell, Mason Cryer, Carol would know last name. Camille would know last name. Ernesto Bermudez, Magic would know last name. Magic, like MC or Mr. Elizabeth Tatley, Josh Foster, Janice would know last name. Russell Friesen, Lisa Powers, Kenneth Nash, Stupid Lamb, I don't know what that means. Heidi Rishow, Mahoney, Ricow, Lynn. I was on such a roll. Bruswell.
You were cooking, dude. You had it.
H.T. Smith, Raquel Heigl, Donna Brickell, Melissa Ohana, Jody Arsenault, Latoya, Love, Rusty Shackelford. That's somebody, right? What is Rusty? I don't know what that is.
It sounds familiar.
Is that the guy from, no, Shackelford is the neighbor in King of the Hill, but it's not Rusty, is it? Is it Rusty Shackelford?
Is it Rusty?
All right. Corey Wechter, 616 Barbecue and Fab. Hannah would know last name. Laura would know last name. Amber Brandon, String Cheese, my favorite snack. And all of our patrons. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. You fantastic, wonderful bastards. We cannot tell you how much we appreciate everything you do for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep coming back and seeing us week after week. You want to follow us on social media, very easy to do that. Head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Drop-down menus take you there, to the tickets, to the Patreon, to everywhere. So keep hanging out with us. Come back next week, and live from the Crime and Sports Studios, we will see you next week.
Bye.